Okay. So when last we saw the Trollskull Six, you all had navigated the bioarcanics sector so well that you avoided the only two encounters designed to really challenge you up until this point, artfully, and in a most entertaining way. Especially the golem fight. But you went through the golem forge, you went through the specimen vault, you confronted the managers and got their glyph keys. You were able to reactivate the gate for travel to and from that sector and send your liberated captives back to the surface, as well as drop off a tied up manager for the Arcane Eye observers to come and pick up. You now return to that second level and find with your new glyph key credentials, the teleportation circle remains active, and you are able to will this circle to take you to the lowest level of the facility, the Arcanic Reactor. As usual, you do understand that once you go through this gate, it will be disabled until you manage to find a glyph key, if you so wish to return. But other than that, you have a brief moment of quiet in this otherwise well-lit but perfectly still area to kind of collect yourselves, tend wounds, do anything you want to do.
Before we go to the next level of this place, is there like, do we want to make a plan about what we want to do? Like, do we want to fight Flim and go north to him, or do we want to try and go directly to the Arcane Reactor?
I mean, question, because I think we've talked about this, but I'm gonna be honest, guys, didn't always pay attention to some of the planning. Are we definitely blowing up the Arcane Reactor, or?
Yes.
Okay, so we are okay.
When is the manager on this floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the third.
Flim is
The Arcane Reactor
the
floor.
Foreman on the Arcanic Reactor.
Does that mean he would have the glyph key?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I think
yeah.
we need the key.
So
do
we've got to
need
go
the
get
glyph key?
the
Okay.
data and stuff from Kudu is the main one, but like hopefully Arcanic Reactor as well.
That's a very good point, yeah.
So we go down. I don't know. We can try and reason with them, but that doesn't seem. I mean, I can try to like reason with them.
Honestly, you've had a pretty good success rate, which is more than we can say for some cases.
Yeah.
That would be good. And then if we need to maybe like restock up on supplies, they have the equipment storage up there as well. So we could always check that out after we deal with them.
So to Flim first then?
Yeah,
so
I
we
mean-
would go north when we get up there.
We've been on
South.
like alert level 2 the whole time, so like I feel like they're gonna be ready when we pop down there.
But we're down to alert level 1.
We cranked it down.
You think that means they're like not suspicious at all, or like?
I would take it as
I'm
they
sure
are
they're
still
kind of
probably
trusting.
concerned, but they think maybe their comrades killed us.
But
Is
that
what
could
I
also
would
mean
think.
that some of the more automatic defenses maybe aren't going to just spring on us because we're at a lower level, like a lower threat level.
Yeah,
Well, I
and
can
also-
try and talk our way into it if we want.
I mean, you could try, but because, I mean, for us to have lowered the alert level, we had to get their passwords. And I don't know that they would assume that they would give us their passcodes so that we could do that.
Oh, I can make it work.
So
I mean,
I don't know how suspicious they'll be.
Because if it goes wrong, we just blast them.
Yeah.
That's like our favorite thing. Does anybody need to rest or take a breather or? 'Cause I'm okay.
I'm looking good on I'm feeling okay.
I'm all
I
right.
don't think there's really anything I need unless anyone else. Do people have anyone have healing potions or don't have healing potions?
I think I have some.
Yeah, I've got it.
Do you have an extra basic healing potion?
I I have 4 of them, so if you want, I can have 2.
Yeah, well, if I could just have, I just need one. I've already got one, but if you have an extra, I'll take that one and then just put your extra in my bag.
Does
Jack,
anyone
could I
else
have your
want
regular
to?
one?
Yeah, you guys each can have one.
Perfect,
Thanks,
thank you.
Hickory. Love you.
I forgot I had this. So while they're playing potion swap, I pull out the orb of direction and I hold it up and I see which way is north. Does it work in here?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's the north orientation on the map, but yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just thought of it, so I have no reference for what that means, but I have a point of data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You all ready to descend?
Yeah, I'll take the lead in case there's somebody like there immediate that needs to be dealt with.
I'll
Talk
go in the
to.
back again.
I'll follow Birdie.
So in this instance, you hold the glyph key into this area above the teleportation circle, and you can feel the enchantment start to work as the sigils light up. Sensing the gate is open, you each step through, and this is a large enough space. As you are deposited on the other side, you're put in like the nearest empty space around it, so you actually fill the space around the teleportation circle. And what you find is, switch over to reactor. You hear this droning hum, whoom, 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 in the background, and the arcing of electrical impulses. You find yourself in a circular chamber with passageways to the north, east, west, and south. The passage to the north has a heavy, sealed, like a submarine airtight door, like an airlock door, closed. And in front of it stands a diminutive Asuran guard in an Iron Man suit, very much like what you first encountered when you arrived. The passageways to the east, west, and south are each occupied by a sentry golem with their glowing arcane shields surrounding them. And as you all materialize, you just hear the sound of weapons being cocked and loaded as the guard at the northern door is like taking his stance and bringing his weapon to bear, and he shouts, "Hold it right there! This is a restricted area. You're not allowed here. Who are you and what is your business?"
Is it just him?
Him and the 3 sentry droids.
But sentry droids aren't that smart, so we're gonna risk it for the biscuit here. Yeah, I'm gonna easy friend, easy here. We are on direct orders from Kudu, and we just need to meet. What was the name? Flem. We just need to meet Flem, and I'll cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
I love it. I love the drama.
Am I the drama?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, as your spell is counterspelled.
That's rude.
Do I see him counterspelling Birdie's spell?
Is
You
it
do not,
somatic?
because
Oh!
he does not counterspell it.
Okay. If I don't see him counterspell-
Oh, god damn it! Okay, well, shit.
I thought about setting it back up, but I didn't.
9. Are you happy with yourself? There. Your little invisible boy did exactly what you thought he would. I hate it here.
He will roll an insight check. Yeah, that's a 17.
Yeah.
So he levels his own little personal flamethrower at you,
Oh,
and he just says, "I think not." And you watch as he ratchets a little knob on his arm, and those glowing orbs are boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, as his wrist weapon charges.
whoa, easy there, friend. we don't want anybody to get hurt. And there's 3 floors above us of people who would heed my advice. I feel like if they were in your position. Just looking for a chat.
It
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of looks from side to side at these sentry golems. And you can't really see his expression, but you see the head turn. You see it kind of nod. He says, "Another dirty buka. You underestimate us. I'm not worried."
Fair enough. Marina? I step aside.
Light up the sword.
All right. I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Hey!
Damn, I can't believe counterspelled my charm person.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely horrid.
Sounds like a waste of resources.
Yeah, I know it would.
Fucking word of the day.
These damn invisible
Why is
fucking
it not?
spellcasters.
Because
Yeah,
we
I'm
don't have
still
our
on game
token selected.
paused. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yep.
Yeah, these invisible bitches are. I'll say it.
They are green, man.
Sneaky.
Don't like them.
What's Brina's total? Do you still roll the
20
D8?
total. 20, sorry.
20.
Oh,
I
I
don't-
was waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting until I can.
Yes.
Nice.
I've rolled hot this whole time.
Are you all seeing a map yet?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that may also be why it's not. Let me.
I'm still seeing the art.
Yeah, we don't have our token selected.
There you go. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Sabotage.
Oh, that Taco Bell is so good. But,
I'm finishing up my little shotgun rolls from Calamity J's. I'll just say it.
oh, shoot.
These guys are scary.
Oh, cool.
Blast them. Okay.
Did Alexa roll a 2.1?
Yep, sure did.
Wow.
Rolling hot. Rolling hot.
All right, I think that's everybody. All right, so Kala, you see at the top of the round, let me begin the combat. You see this guy charging up his arm weapon as Birdie just kind of motions towards Brina to hand off the negotiations. It brings it to you, and Galatar's on deck.
Bonus action, take aim, and I'm gonna shoot the Azura.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
31 damage, and everyone will have advantage on attack rolls against him
Oh,
until the end of my next turn or start. Hold on.
Yeah.
can ruin his day.
Till the start of my next turn.
You are gonna ruin his day. Oh no.
Hey, real quick question. Was this guy, did it look like he was looking at a droid in the direction? Or did he like look directly at one of the droids, or did he look elsewhere before he responded to Birdie earlier?
He looked at each of the droids. Like, he looked at
Okay.
all the hallways and was just like, yeah, I think I'm good.
Cool.
Hmm.
I'm gonna attempt to move through key tree space to here, if there's an invisible creature there. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull out my blade and start swinging it around to activate my blade song. And then I'm gonna take my first attack at him with a little green flame blade.
Okay.
And it's with advantage.
Mhm.
Oh, so much better. The first roll was a 2, the second roll is a 19 for a 30.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and that is D8. So that's 5 point, or sorry, no, because this is different on my thing, because it's +3 now. So that is 3 + 6, 9 points of piercing damage, and then 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I will take a second swing at him to try and stab through his armor again. That's another 2. And oh, that's not great. That's a 7 + 11 for 18.
18 will just hit.
Sweet. So that is another 3 + 6, so 9 more points of piercing damage.
Okay, and that's enough. Yeah, you run up,
sweet.
start cleaving him down. You just watch as these metal plates of his armor just separate and kind of sear at the edges with that flame blade, and you're able to poke through that opening once again and just skewer him.
Seeing him fall down, can I take a step back here before I end my turn? Or actually, sorry, I'm gonna move to kind of spread us out because I've got 40 feet of movement, so that shouldn't be a problem. To there, and then I'll be done.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that brings it to Brina, and Bertie's on deck.
All right. I think Brina was rearing up to hit this little Ashura, and he is dead. So she will rear up to hit this guy instead. Woohoo! I'm gonna reckless attack. Why not? Just for fun.
That'll do it.
Okay. Man, guys. Woo! Woo! This is one-handed, and yeah.
60?
Tell me it's alive. Look at me in the eyes and tell me that machine is still alive.
No, it's no longer alive. That's amazing.
Was deeply, truly.
Yeah, no, you go to like pull your weapon out and you ignite it like you're gonna do some serious harm to this little Asura. And Galatar manages to just nip in there ahead of you, like, oh, don't worry, I got it. It takes care of him. And as he backs out of the way, you turn and think, all right, fine. And you just go and bring this sword cleaving down. There's a little bit of resistance as you pass through this arcane shield, but you pierce through it and you just embed the thing right down the center of its processor unit, and it just crumples under the weight of the blow.
Not his processor unit. All right, well, I'm just gonna turn and point at this motherfucker and join him. For my second attack.
26 will hit.
Pretty.
For 20.
Good?
Yeah, that's very nice.
Gamers. That made my heart. A little barbarian heart feel good. Oh.
What?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh.
That's my bad.
Oh.
I forgot they're immune to critical hits, but it's fine.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
It's all
that's
good.
right. They're all adamantine.
Yep.
Oh, you can undo it if you want.
We'll remember moving forward.
Okay. You can retcon if you want.
It was pretty epic. It was pretty
Oh,
epic.
good.
It was a good hit, and it was first roll for me beyond initiative. So thanks. That's my turn.
All right, that brings it to Bertie.
It's the one nice favor we get tonight.
So let me ask this. With my high passive perception, like, is counterspell verbal?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it's both yes.
Would I have heard?
No, it is somatic only.
Oh shit.
Okay, so with my high passive perception, have I heard any movement aside from the guy in front of
You
me?
have not.
Okay, but I could feel my spell get counterspelled.
Yes. Yeah, you know you released it, and you just felt the spell fizzle.
It just fizzled. Okay.
Yeah, like you're familiar. You know
Right.
it's counterspell,
Okay.
but you're not sure from
And
where.
I feel like, given that we've seen a lot of invisible magic people today, I can.
You
Okay.
certainly have.
I'm gonna use. I'd like to use Brina's. Brina's just like vicious attack there as like the frame for which I kind of. There's still hope. Come on. We done. Show yourself now, and I'll hold Brina off personally. Otherwise, I can't guarantee anyone's safety. And I'm gonna try and make a. I don't know if I'll let you say persuasion or intimidation.
This would be an intimidation check.
Okay, yeah.
For sure.
If you're going for murder hobo.
Can I get advantage because of what Brina just did? Just like literally like.
I'll give you advantage on it, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for just destroying that bot and the death of the guard.
20, nat 20, 27. I never rolled that 20. This is why. I know Brina and Carla, it's like every day, but
I get 2 attacks. Congrats, bub. Good hustle.
I get one roll a turn if that.
Okay.
And he just kind of stands around and he's like just watching for somebody to show themselves. He's probably got his persuader in hand, but I'll say that was my action to try and level that intimidation. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Yeah. That brings it to Kitri's turn.
Okay. I want to, for a bonus action, I will go ahead and power up the electro staff.
Okay.
And then I will take a step forward towards this boy. Step forward. There it goes.
Yep.
And I will give him one good crack with the staff.
All right. Oh, a critical hit, which they are immune to, but is a very nice roll. It definitely hits.
Still. Additionally, so the damage is active, the staff deals extra 1d8. All right. So I just get like to roll both of the damage dice.
Yeah.
Now. Oh well. So that was 10 on my end. On the dice. I don't know if it's trying to make it a...
Okay. No, it's good. It shows it there. There's 9 for bludgeoning and 1 for lightning.
Unless, is it one... Am I one-handed or two-handed with this? I think I have a shield, so it should be one-handed.
Oh, do you still have your shield out?
Let me check. Necklace, electrostaff. Yeah, I have my +1 shield out, so it would be the so it would only get 3 points of damage.
So you managed to poke it through its shield, but that shield has a lot of resistance to the blow. It's not quite so hard as you'd hoped, but you do hit it.
Okay. All right. That is my turn then.
Okay. Brings it to the 2 remaining sentries. Let's see. They have just the one thing. So I need Brina and Alexa to make dexterity saving throws.
What? Me?
Combination of everybody making dexterity saving throws.
Is this an effect I can see?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
And Kitri and Galatar also.
ooh, doesn't matter.
Great.
Cool.
That's only a 9.
Okay. So Alexa and Brina, you take 17 radiant damage. As
3 on my
here,
end.
They just start blasting the area. What did you say, Mary?
Mine was a 3. I don't know why it's not showing up in the...
And Galatar had a 9?
Yeah.
So I guess mine was a 3 on the die, so +2, so it's 5 total, but I'm sure it still fails.
So the 2 of you take 13 radiant damage. As these guys are just like blasting all, they just turn left to right and kind of shower the room with bolts of force. Which brings it to Alexa.
Yippee
Awesome.
skippy.
This was a really fast round, guys. Let's keep this up tonight.
Love a good 2-minute round.
Man. Okay, yeah, I want to take a step up by Birdie, look in there. Okay, and then that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm gonna... Yeah, screw it. I will. No, well, as I stand on the stairs, just to be clear, I will shoot a ray of frost just down there, hoping maybe there's the invisible person, since Birdie was waving around.
Okay, so you enter this 5-foot wide corridor. It's about 10 or 12 feet tall, but the stairs descend about 5 feet so that the roof kind of angles with you. But you get about halfway down the stairs and you see there's a security console in the middle of a circular space with 3 small alcoves on each side of the room that have what look like standing open doors. And you gather this is probably where the sentries came from. But you throw a ray of frost down into the central area on the console. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Should I make that with disadvantage or?
Yes, because you do not see an attacker. Damn,
22.
with disadvantage, that is a nice roll.
That was ridiculous.
Okay. You watch as the bolt blasts through the air and impacts it passes over the top of the console and continues all the way to the floor, like over here. You watch this kind of sort of bzzz across the floor, leaving a little trail of frosty rime in its path. It doesn't seem to impact anything.
And then I will just continue down and end there.
Okay.
Yeah, and that will end my turn. Having just kind of blasted the air.
All right. Kala, that brings it to you, and Galatar's on deck.
Bonus action, take aim, and shooting this robot.
Okay.
$23.
Yeah, 23 will hit. Okay. Yeah, heavy hit. You watch the arrow does hit the shield and it's kind of deflected sideways a little as it passes through, but it does manage to impact on this hardened adamantine chassis on this creature. That brings it to Galatar, and Brina's on deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Kala's lead and try and stab through this thing's shield. And I'm gonna put a green flame on the first one to see if it'll hit it with its shield or if that affects it. So that's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay. And does it also take the green flame energy, or I didn't know if its shield stops magic or how that affects it?
Yeah, as you swing through, the sword itself pierces, but you watch. It's an interesting effect as the blade passes through. It's almost like the flame along it is wiped clean. Yeah.
Okay. I was worried about that. That's another 3 for a total of 9 points of piercing damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and take a second swipe at it with my blade. Oh, that's not good. That is a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
That's it for me.
Okay. That brings it to Brina, and Birdie's on deck.
Have we ever heard anything from this invisible guy yet?
You have not.
Huh.
Chosen to remain an enemy. Who's to say? Oh, you know the drill. Gonna, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gonna reckless attack this big stinky robot.
Yeah, 21 will hit.
It's 19. And I'm gonna do it again. I assume it's
28 will
gonna
hit, yeah,
Ooh, that's 16.
absolutely.
All right.
2 more heavy hits, and you are remembering now and realizing that this is much like the ones upstairs, and as your blade passes through the shield, it is kind of slowed and deflected slightly. You're hitting it, and the hits are meaty, but it is a very resilient creature.
Good for him. That's my turn.
All right, that brings it to Bertie, and then shit's gonna get real fun.
Huh. Well, I don't like that. I wish you hadn't said that before. So I haven't seen anybody react to what I had said there. No. Okay.
No, their stealth checks are blowing out y'all's passive perceptions.
Right. Yeah. I had just kind of thought he'd be intimidated by me. My staggering 5 foot. Okay. All right.
He may have been.
Yeah. He might be.
There's no
He had
way
a
of
heading
knowing.
out. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Inquest Persuader here and blast at this guy. Actually, I'll blast at the one Brina's shooting. I got a better line of sight on that one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and let's see here. And yeah, okay. 11.
11 does not hit.
Everybody's still looking pretty good, so I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay. So at this point, you guys hear a clicking and a whirring of gears as the pneumatic door to the north slides open. And you see another
Oh no, Birdie.
5-foot corridor that opens in a stair that ascends about 5 feet. And just beyond the top of the stairs, you can barely make out the diminutive shape of a male Asura in a white lab coat who steps kind of into your view and begins to cast a spell.
I have a feeling I know what he's casted.
You have no idea. I've never used this before.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna fireball it.
So as he begins to shape the spell and push it forward, there is this shimmer like a crack. It's almost like watching a crack form in ice or glass, but it's a crack in reality. This long line that extends down the hall all the way through your space, through Kala's space, to the back of that chamber in a straight line south.
Yeah.
I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Even me?
Sorry, no, not you. You're far
Okay.
enough out.
17. That's not horrible. That's as good as it gets for me, guys.
You guys, it was on the nat 20 and then it just flipped over.
Guys, we're all gonna get fucked. This is gonna be
That
bad.
sounds kind of
God.
bad.
So 16 was what you needed. And
Ah!
you've all fucking passed it. So
Go. Let's go.
Because I feel left out and I have to join in the fun.
Oh.
Oh, that would have
Wow, would have passed too.
you all take 26 force damage.
Awesome.
And you feel as this crack kind of winds its way through, it looks like reality itself kind of fractures, like you're looking at a broken mirror version of your world. You feel this tugging sensation pulling you towards the effect, but you all manage to maintain your footing, taking half damage and not being pulled towards the gravity fissure.
Cool.
Nice.
I love Doctor Strange. Was that 26 points of damage?
26 points of force damage.
We passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 47.
Ah.
Wait, it was 47 points?
Well, if you failed,
Yeah.
but we
That's
all
a wrong
passed.
That'd be
Half.
23 points if you succeed, not 26.
What did I say? 26?
Yeah, wouldn't it be
Sorry,
23
sorry,
points?
23.
Okay.
My bad.
I will take my.
I don't know if those extra 3 points will matter, but if it keeps me from dying.
Yeah.
Somehow 71 feels so much better than 68. Okay. Whew.
And then they are going to step back.
Mhm. I
out of the line
fucking
of
bet
fire.
they are. Yeah.
But then you all hear a familiar sound of a voice casting a spell, and you watch as from the area at the top of those stairs to the north, a baseball-sized globe of fire
Okay. So
There
there
it
we
is.
go.
tears
Yeah.
towards you. It was gonna be a lightning bolt because you were all in one line, but then everybody didn't do it, so they just changed the spell.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Those guys are being mean, huh?
They're throwing.
I don't
what
know
they
why
have
I
at
didn't
ya.
recast the invisibility. Now I feel dumb.
Don't need a measured template. Ooh, actually,
Yeah.
I do. Let me drop. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's gonna hit the. Oh, I guess it won't matter. It's gonna hit the guys too. Yeah, so I need all of everyone except Alexa to make another dexterity saving throw. And this is visible, so
Okay.
Brina, you do have advantage.
Don't worry, I'm sure. I'm good. Does the 12 count?
So Brina does not pass it. Everybody else passes. So Brina, you take 27 fire damage,
Oh,
and
sheesh.
then everyone else takes 13.
Damn, boys.
Yeah.
Okay. See if I can give a hoot. This is gonna go well.
And then I would say, Birdie, you're close enough, and with your passive perception, you hear the pitter patter of feet as that person flees.
They fled. They were like up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
okay.
just hear the sound of soft footsteps receding. And that brings it to Keytree's turn.
Okay. Well, that completely changed what I was planning on doing. Oh, where is everyone? This isn't a big space, is it?
Not terribly big.
She would still use it, so there's...
Everyone's within 20 feet of you except Alexa.
How far would I have to move to get Alexa?
She's about 35 feet.
So if I moved over here, say, risking the attack of opportunity from that gentleman.
Did we lose Ryan and Chris? They're having a
Oh,
blink
they
for a
do
minute.
seem to be both frozen, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
lost him.
That took me a
Okay,
moment.
they
I
need
was
to-
like, is
Yeah,
he
I
really
know.
contemplating?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to take an attack of opportunity. Maybe he feels bad.
Right.
See, I'll...
They're both thinking very
Fucking
hard.
gravity fisher. What a thing to do.
That was a good one. That was a
Yeah.
new one.
That sucks.
There they
Yeah.
go.
Mary is
Oh, I
the host
could've-
now.
Why am I also? I just realized I wouldn't have had to have moved to cast. Wait, no, I think I had.
You're the
to-
host, which
Are you
means
casting
you're
mass cure wounds?
Yeah, they have to be in a 30-foot radius. So you would have been.
Yeah, you don't have to
No, you
move.
would have been.
No, I'm fine.
Alexa's
He could have
pretty good.
fireballed me too, but he didn't put it in the right spot.
Yeah,
So yes,
Yeah,
you
if
can
you put it, like, right
absolutely.
there.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if you saw that was me putting that fireball. Yeah, if he put it,
Yeah.
if he had fireballed right there, yeah, it's me.
I'm gonna scoot myself back then because I don't want to move.
Yeah, you don't have to move if you're trying to mass cure us all.
You're the host, which means you're the DM now. And so you're in charge, Mary.
Yeah, he said their modem shut off. Actually, he said their modem shit off, and then he corrected himself and saying shut off. But he said they'll be back in a sec. I was like, yeah, here you guys.
Same difference.
Yeah.
Shit itself.
Well, now that they're not here, let's freaking strategize. I got 2 rages left, and I sure wish I would have done that prior to 2040.
Well, we'll get you back up, Brina.
I would for sure use a rage here though, because we've got what, this fight and then Kudu?
That's kind of what I'm.
How many rages do you have left?
We'll try.
Because if you
I'd
got
say-
2,
Well, I'll say if we want, we could try and make this one big fight and just
that's
fuck
Ram-
everything up on this
That's
floor
what I would
in
like to do,
one
'cause I-
go.
use my blade song so that we could just get this over with quick.
So
and
yeah,
minimize
then
the
let's not
damage.
stop. Like
Guys, I was
we'll go
gonna
room to
use
room.
Shillelagh and hit something again, and I was like, maybe not.
Yeah, I was really hoping this freaking thing would have died last turn after Kala shot it.
I really was thinking.
You can
she would've-
try and get up there and try and blind these guys. That might hurt a lot of their spells. It's like
That
That would
a
be
target
great. Yeah,
can
if you
see.
could blind them, that's huge.
Yeah.
Well, I asked him.
And you would use the orb for that, right? So they
Mm.
couldn't counterspell it.
Yes. Not a spell.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I could do that.
I can also throw a fireball up there from my necklace after we deal with these robot guys, and Keytree and I can move again.
Tasted their own
Okay.
medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I
So they
can.
can't counterspell that either.
I'll just hit him really good. Nobody worry. Nobody panic.
And Brina, we can heal you.
We
That's
should.
all
We,
right.
sh-
I'm about to heal everyone.
we can still
Yeah.
short rest at some point too.
True. Also
My
true.
health bar was so green just a couple minutes ago.
Hey, I
Yeah.
still had 10 hit points from God knows when.
Oh,
Damn.
this last turn got rid of all my.
Well,
10
yeah,
hit
you
points.
guys. I was luckily out of the room.
Those 10 hit points felt real good though when we got blasted with that radiant thing from the robot. I was like, huh,
Yeah,
only
that was
took
from-
2 points of damage. That wasn't
I
bad.
mean, I guess they felt good until the fireball came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least the fireball wasn't as much damage.
That gravity fissure, I was like, oh, cool. That's
At
a
least we all succeeded because that 47 points would have. And
least
it
it
pulls
wasn't
you inwards, so
52.
we would have been in a line for the lightning strike.
yeah. Yeah.
That's rough.
Somehow I always think lightning bolt is not as strong as fireball, though. I don't know.
It is if the people are in the line,
I guess that's true.
but
'Cause it's
fireball
what,
can hit more
8d10
people.
and first 68 or something.
Yeah, let me double check.
That's why we're so good with Birdie's plan of scatter.
Yeah, I can give us a
I bet he was going to do chain lightning though.
Oh,
so Brina, if
I
or
bet.
Keytree, if you heal, I can like you're good. I can use a mantle and get everybody movement to get up there.
That's the
Yeah.
whole next go round, though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we'll just see how.
You still gotta get the robots.
Yeah.
We're not exactly sure what happened. This happened the other day while we were both in here. Both of our PCs just shut off last time, but this time it's only Chris's, but she has the modem with hers. So we're not sure if there's like a mouse that chewed on a power cable or what, but the breaker's not tripped this time. So we're gonna have to have somebody come and look, maybe at our electrical, because I don't know.
All good.
That is
Session's
weird.
still up though, still recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
You
just
get
You
there.
may be the host.
really
I
mean
don't know
thing.
if you're the host now again.
Yeah, I think it is.
Get back.
Probably made me when I came back in. Did you hear that sound again?
While you were gone, we went ahead and killed the robots. If you
Yeah.
want to put
We just
skulls on.
declared that, so.
We actually won the
Yeah.
whole all of D&D while you were.
We had a whole round of combat while you were gone, so.
Cool. So
Teacher
moving
healed
on
us
to
for
campaign
400
3.
points.
Do you want me to go ahead and do what I was going to do?
Yeah, Chris has to leave Zoom and come back again. Her PC's fighting her. But go ahead and do the
Okay.
healing that you were gonna do.
So I'm not gonna move after all because I realized I can choose a point and it's a 60-foot diameter, like 30-foot radius.
Oh yeah.
So I can include Alexa in this, and I'm gonna cast at 5th level Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay. 5th level mass cure wounds.
Oh,
That's nuts. I got a 1 and a 2. Okay, everyone.
It's all right, boss.
12, and I'll get us a 10 temp. So that's
I was
something.
saying, to be fair, I'm only 1 away from max now, though.
Yeah,
Wow.
Brina's still hurting. I
Um,
might give Brina.
Yeah,
a
you
little
guys are
more
in
juice.
way worse shape.
I feel
That should have
perfect.
been my 2nd, 5th level.
My only job is to get beat upon. I was gonna say smashed, and then like you guys would say something silly.
Is
What?
anyone else?
What do you
looking-
mean?
Feel as if you would make a bit of an innuendo.
We are a high.
Oh
class
no,
group
did
of
we lose
people.
Ryan again?
Oh, I
I
think
thought
we
he
did.
was really laughing at my joke.
Ryan-
Damn.
I was like, I'm
Frozen.
cracking Ryan up. Good for me. God damn it.
The only other thing I'm gonna do is use my bonus action to give wrong tab. Brina, you're gonna get 2 of the Bomb of the Summer Court dice. So you get
Nice.
2 temporary hit points.
You're
And
the
then,
warm in the
Yeah, he
light.
just texted me that their router blinked off again.
ooh, and Brina gets 9 more hit points.
Thank
Sweet.
you.
What are you at now, Brina?
I'm at 65 out of 135. But
That's what I'm at, except for me, that's like in the green, and for you,
Yeah.
that's like less than half.
well, I'm gonna rage
Yeah.
after this, so damage won't be as bad. And then I've
Okay.
got Stone's Endurance, and I always forget about that.
Oh yeah, because I
Hmm.
forgot
Yeah.
you weren't raging, so you just took full damage the
Yeah,
last
I've
two.
been getting
Yeah.
smooshed. I'm trying to ration them, especially on these longer journeys, but
It's
it's hard
hard.
if we've just got this and Kudu left. But who knows? What if
That's
there's
true.
a trick?
Well, that's why we're gonna make this floor fast.
But also if you, yeah, the thing about raging though, which is hard, because like if you take damage because you're the tank and you're not raging, then you need resources to heal you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use up your all's
Yeah.
juice in order
Well,
to.
short
But it's
rest.
also hard because you have limited rages, and like we need your rages when we're in a boss fight.
Do you get your rages back with a short rest?
No, it's after a long rest.
I mean, I've still got like 6th and 7th level spells,
No,
as
I
well
still
as
have my
5th and all my 4ths and most of my 3rds.
Damn,
So
son.
like I can juice you pretty good.
You've been
I
using.
can also juice. I have.
Yeah.
I haven't used any first level spell slots, but
Oh, the mana
second
do.
are gone. I have 1/3.
Yeah, I'm just about out of 1st and 2nds.
I still have my 6th and 7th level though.
Hard to
Yeah.
say if magic's gonna be any more use against Kudu though.
Yeah.
Well, and see that's the thing is like I'll have to use it to juice you all, and if he like counterspells a cure wounds, that's gonna be an absolute bitch move.
Yeah, you would
Yeah,
just have to
it's
wait
ridiculous.
until they're dead.
Well, honestly, for Kudu, if they have a lot of counter spells, what I can do is I'll use my ability that I haven't used yet, where I can cast command every round without expending a slot.
That would be good.
Mm.
And then
Mm.
if he fails, which is 18 DC, if he doesn't want to have to make the save,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, he
That would be
you
good.
burn his counter spells on that as opposed to our spells.
And
Ooh.
I guess because I'm guessing Kudu will both be able to be invisible and see invisibility. Would be my
Well,
guess.
I'm popping seeing viz after the start
I'm
of this
also.
turn, obviously.
I meant to do it before we entered this room, and I forgot
Oh, well, I don't know why I didn't.
because I've got 2 second level
Well.
spell slots yet left.
Yeah, I'll say I know why I didn't. It's because Alexa's fucking getting winded. She's got regret about nuking that one pilot, realizing that there were
Yeah,
NPCs
I do have to
with
be able
10
to
hit points.
see the
Okay.
creature to cast command on it.
Don't feel bad though about nuking that pilot because that thing would have fucked us if that woman had gotten it operational.
Oh yeah. I just
Yeah.
wish I really realized they were only regular, people and not
Still, though.
something.
I mean, like, what if you'd missed? Like, we would have all that.
Like the 2 cantrips back to back.
Yeah, that was rough, man.
That was thank God for Kichi's ice knife, because that would have been fucking game over. Well, not game over, but that would have been awful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
thank God
could've-
she hit.
If this
Well,
happens
luckily she
again,
didn't have to because of the second
gonna-
part.
We're gonna
Right.
try to plug the router into a different socket just to see if it'll stay on if her outlet is doing this. Although mine did it the other day, so we don't know. We'll see. My apologies.
Right, that
Okay,
sounds like a
fine.
breaker thing.
I mean, it could be, but my computer stayed on this whole time, so it's all the same circuit.
Weird.
So it was 12 healing, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I
Yeah.
gave Brina Balm of the Summer Court, and she got 9 more regular hit points and 2 bonus hit points.
Queen shit. No, I feel great.
Token still looks pretty hurt to me. It looks like 44 health.
I'm at 67 with that temp HP. But I'm like super beautiful and powerful, so I'm not worried. Oh.
All right, there we go. Now I'm seeing later rolls. Yes, now your health is reflected correctly. Okay, so let's see there. That brings it to the sentry golems. Yeah, the golem in front of Brina is just gonna fire at Brina. The other is gonna fire it at Kitri and Galatar again because they're closest. So I need 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay.
Passes. 15 and 14 do not
Yeah,
pass.
fuck.
So Galatar, you take 8 radiant damage. The other 2 take 17 radiant damage. A good damage roll for him. Which brings it to Alexa.
Oh man, there is too many things going on. Man, okay. Yeah, so man, do I really want to? No, I'm gonna continue with what I was gonna do. Is I'm gonna jump on the console and see what I can see. If there's a way, maybe to turn off the droids. Just go ahead and disable them right now.
Make an investigation check.
19.
I would say with a 19, yes, you find a command from the interface that was left kind of activated by the security guard. You find a quick command to deactivate sentry golems. So you presumably do so.
Yes. Please.
And you guys watch out in the main area as the shield around these creatures kind of slinks down to the ground, slowly dissipating, and their weapons, which had been firing at you just recently, stop and are put aside and kind of locked back into an inactive position.
Can I push the one in front of me over as my free environment just like blunk? I'm not trying to hurt it, I'm just trying to.
On your turn, you can.
Okay, never mind.
Is that your turn, Alexa?
Yes, that will finish my turn. I will, yeah, because I'm gonna poke around the console more.
Okay. All right, that brings it to Kala.
Okay, I'm gonna run in here.
Okay, yeah.
And
As you break the plane of that door, you find that cowering immediately to your right is the male Asura in a white lab coat.
all right, I'm gonna take a swing at him.
Okay. 13 does not hit.
Wow.
You, as your short sword slashes across their chest, you watch as they try to twist out of the way, and your blade is deflected by a very thin shimmer of magical energy.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. That brings it to Galatar, and Brina's on deck.
Okay, my foundry went down, so I can't move, but I was gonna attack the sentry golem that has its shield down now anyway, just in case they can turn it back on from the other console. 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, and that one I wanted to put green flame blade on. Is it too late to do that?
No, you can go ahead. It's fine.
Okay, so that was an 8. So that's 14 points of piercing damage, and then another 9 points of fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, it's a heavy hit, and it does
It's
affect
still
it.
standing. Okay. I'm gonna swing at it again then, and that's gonna be a 19 to hit,
That will hit.
and another 10 points of damage.
This is piercing.
Yeah. Piercing from a magical weapon, if that makes a difference.
It does not.
Dang it.
These
I was
are
worried about that.
extraordinarily resilient creatures.
All
But
right.
it is looking very, very hard. Like parts of it are starting to crack, and it's having like very jerky movements. Yeah.
And then because Foundry hasn't loaded for me, can I get through its space now that it's deactivated? Does it count as an enemy after what Alexa did or no?
Technically, yes. It is a creature. I mean, but it's not hostile necessarily. It would be difficult to get past it. It's kind of like a big frame, but you could kind of crawl over it, I guess. It would just be difficult terrain.
Okay, yeah, because I just want to go to the other side of it.
Okay, yeah, I can move you there.
And then I wish Foundry would load. Is that door oh, there we go. No,
Yeah,
it's up
you
here.
find
This
there's like
door's
another one of
closed.
these sealed, like metal pneumatic doors. Yeah, it is sealed.
Okay.
As you go up there, like there is a little handle to kind of push and pull on it, and it appears to be locked.
Perfect. Okay, that's all I wanted to do.
All right, that brings it to Brina, and Bertie's on deck.
Okay, so this guy's deactivated as well.
Yep, I need to grab that.
I think Brina's gonna say, I see as if I have intimidated you with my big strong sword. Yeah. And I kind of want to just go ahead and hit it. I'm going to bonus action rage first because you may be thinking, why didn't you do this at the beginning? To which I respond, that's who's to say? Who cares? Anyways, I'm gonna reckless attack this dead
You
creature.
already have advantage on it because it is inactive.
I do. All right. Well, hope this stinky boy dies.
Both of those will hit.
Cool.
Are they auto crits because it's incapacitated? Oh, but it's immune to crits.
Yeah.
Never
it's
mind.
a 21 and a 17.
Yeah, you just start wailing on this robot, and you're hitting it. You're sort of just mashing into it. You're making these big rents in it, and you see like screws and nuts and bolts and shit just start flying out, wires fraying every which way. It is badly hurt, but it is also made of almost pure metal, so you're damaging it, but it is a very resilient creature.
I'll just keep slashing along. That is my turn.
Okay. That brings it to Bertie.
Okay. First things first, I will pop off a Mantle of Inspiration. So everybody but Alexa gets 10 temporary hit points. No, I'm sorry, 11 temporary hit points. You get 11 temporary hit points, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attack of opportunity, which I may or may not avail myself of. I don't know if I want to use my reaction. We'll see on this turn. But I'm going to use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet of movement here. Oh, hi. 25 feet of movement to there. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out my Gem of Brightness. And no, I'm going to avail myself of this reaction to move up to my speed, and I'm going to move back this way. And did I hear with my pastor? You said I heard footsteps up here. Did I hear whether they were headed to the west or east?
I wouldn't say you'd be able to tell which direction, only that they were receding.
Okay. Well, then scratch that. I'm not going to use my reaction. I'm just going to Gem of Brightness this guy. He needs to make a 15 con save.
Okay.
And it's not a spell, so there's nothing to counterspell.
12.
He is blinded for a minute. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. And I hope that absolutely ruins all his spells where he has to see the target or area you see.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will use my last 5 feet of movement to move there. Or actually, no, I'll stay right here because I want to block the door. I don't want them to be able to shoot things down the hall and into this room. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, they in panic they kind of flail around. Let me see. I think this is
It's turned into a slap fight between the tiny Sora and Birdie.
no, it like backs itself up against. You see to your right, there's a sort of bank of big glass or crystalline looking rectangles like embedded up against the walls, and there's just a slew of information glowing in glyphs and even in common writing that's just running up and down them like stock tickers. A little chair, almost like an opened egg, kind of sits rotating before it, and there's a short bank of controls. Let me actually read that description. So in this room where you and Kala are now, there are 5 cylindrical pods against the north wall. each one made of thick, transparent crystal fastened to heavy steel docks, like clamps on the floor. And each one is filled with a different colored substance, very much like what you saw in the specimen vault. One is a sort of swirling blue with white spots in it that are sort of crystalline in their reflectiveness. One is a churning kind of orange and red with streaks of bright glowing yellow. One is a bubbling emerald green. One is an iridescent purple with occasional flashes of illumination from deep within, and one is a sort of blackish brown sludge. The control console on the east wall has an array of levers and switches on its central bank, and bold text on the front that reads in common, "Emergency override controls." Now you have blinded the guy who was standing next to that, so he kind of backs up against one of these big glass monitors, and he is going to cast one of his only spells that does not require him to see.
Get
And
wrecked.
that
It's gonna be
is-
fireball or something like fucking right on me.
That is flaming sphere.
Hmm. Yeah, I bet.
And as it hears you kind of step up to it, it just sort of waves its hands and it tries to move this orb, this massive ball of constantly combusting flame into you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Hang on just a second. $17. So you pass the save. So you take 12 fire damage. As this just
There's 10
intense
hit
heat
points, yeah.
kind of overwhelms you, but then the sphere itself is kind of pushed back into its place.
At the end of his turn, he gets to try and remake this blind save. 15 con.
5. He is still blinded. Let's see. Seeing. So the blind feature of that gem of brightness, is that a targeted thing? Like you pick a creature and do it?
I did for this one, yeah. It was specifically this creature because I wasn't sure. I can do the cone, but I wasn't sure where the other guy was, so I figured save the money.
Okay, so as you kind of take that intense heat from this ball of flame and then start preparing yourself for your next action, you feel this boom in the back of your head as this little ball of flame impacts against you with a 23 to hit. As this
Hits.
amped up sort of firebolt mashes into you for 15 fire damage. Kala, you and Birdie both see that this originates here.
Okay. Cool.
That brings it to Keetree's turn.
Cool beans. I will use my bonus. Well, actually, no. I'll use my action to cast Aura of Vitality using the. Oh, that's just okay. Yeah, I'll cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay. That's while you concentrate on your turns, you can use a bonus action to heal one creature in the aura for 2d6.
Mm-hmm. And I will then use my bonus action for that to cast the healing on Brina.
Okay.
So she gets 5 more points of healing.
And thanks, Paul.
That's my turn, unless I don't need to move out of the way. Nope, we're good. That's my turn.
Okay. On the sentry golem's turn, they just kind of turn. You watch as their spider-like legs just start sort of tapping as they turn sideways and begin to move towards the security checkpoint where Alexa is. So if Galatar or Brina want to make an attack of opportunity, you might. Yeah, you may.
Why not? Let's do it. I don't know if this is
16 will not hit.
I figured.
Sandler said he would take the attack of opportunity. He just needs a second.
It's all good. So the one by you, Brina, actually, Kitri, if you wanted to take an attack of opportunity, it is going to pass by you as well.
Well,
That's
then
a
hit.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
But I poke them.
So
That is
But I still have
13
my
points of piercing
reaction.
damage.
You would have gotten it back on your turn, so yeah.
okay.
How much damage was that?
13 points of piercing damage.
All right. You hit it, and it's sort of like one of the knees kind of buckles underneath it, and it gets up and starts staggering its way limply across the floor. It's
Just freaking die.
21 will hit.
So that would be 10 points of damage. Because I do have the lightning still up.
Okay. Yeah, it's much in similar fashion. You stab down with that spear, and you catch, and you watch that electricity kind of run throughout its circuitry as it kind of staggers and just kind of drags itself down these stairs. They kind of stumble and stagger down into that room, Alexa, and make their way into the little alcoves on the north and south, and then just sort of sit down in a resting kind of stasis position. And that brings it to your turn.
Yes, so again, on the console real quick, I'd like to try and find out if there are any other security measures active on the floor and disable those as well.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Five.
Or as you can tell, there are no other countermeasures in place.
Sounds great. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, hey everybody, how's it going? Then we'll go 25, just so we're not all like real touching together.
Okay. That brings it to Kala.
This guy is blind, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him.
That'll hit. You just barely managed to weave it around Birdie as he's moving out from this fireball.
33 damage.
33.
Send him home, ref.
It goes straight into one shoulder. This arrow buries itself deep, like right in the joint, and you hear this guy scream out in agony. It kind of pins him to this glass or crystalline readout behind him. As he grabs it and tries to pull himself off, he's kind of stuck in position for a moment.
I'm gonna move just right there.
And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. And he fails, so that spell goes away.
Let's go.
There it is.
Step up into the center of the room.
Yeah, hoping that I notice if somebody tries to go through that door.
I will say that as you step there, you hear this intake of breath from directly in front of you. Here.
Okay.
Fucking get him, Kala.
That brings
Stab
it
him in the
to
face.
Galatar's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, whoops, I forgot. It collides with the wall if I do that. Okay, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, 35. And then I have 5 feet of movement left. Am I able to go to the left of Birdie there? Is that a diagonal movement? Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay. I'm gonna go there, but before I do, this person's still alive?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swing at them with a green flame blade.
Okay. You have advantage. You can see like they are currently kind of feeling out in front of them and also trying to pull an arrow out of their shoulder. They are blinded.
Okay, that is a 27 with advantage.
That'll hit.
That is 9 points of piercing damage. That's not good. And then a 1 and a 7, so 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then if he's still standing, I'm going to take a second swing to try and cut at him again while he's blinded.
Okay.
So 23 on the first one and a 25 on the second one. So that'd be 25 to hit.
Absolutely.
And 12 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, they are just barely standing as you are cutting them to ribbons.
Damn it.
The,
Can't kill anything.
The evokers are also pretty tough. They're not just your average technicians. It's like a middle manager type.
I'm gonna go home and rethink my life. But before I do
is
that,
staggered and looks very bloody.
okay, I'm gonna move into this room right beside Birdie then, and that'll be it for me.
Okay. Right, that brings it to Brina.
All right, it is clobbering time yet again. I'm gonna move. All of our peers are up here. That's 25 feet. 30. 35, 40 to pass through a friendly creature space. I'm gonna clobber him. Please.
Okay. You have advantage.
Just ooh,
That hits.
did I press it twice? Yeah, I did. 21 and 27.
First
21 and
First hit kills.
He's gone.
whoops. All right. So he's toast. He's dead. Cool. Don't have an additional attack. Well, I do, but I don't really have any base squish. I mean, that's my movement. So yeah, that's what I will do. Thanks, gang.
Right. That brings it to Bertie.
Well, fuck, I was gonna try and like reason with the guy, but all right. Shit. Kala,
Yes.
is he over by you? Oh, Kala.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, listen, bud, and I'll kind of walk over this way. I mean, you're in a bad spot here. If you stay invisible, you're gonna die pretty soon. You know, if you come out, play. That's what I can offer you. Maybe a chance. And I don't know where he is, so I'm just gonna kind of say it to that direction. And I'll try and like persuade him to, you know, see reason. I'll say, look, your friend just died sniveling in the corner, blind, and it was pretty painful, it looked like. And you know, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
17. That's not great, but
Okay. At this point, you see two figures shimmer suddenly into visibility in this space. One just behind you, and one trapped in a corner, knees shaking, staring wide-eyed up at the massive, hulking feline form of Kala. And the one behind you, Birdie, just kind of calls out to the other and says, "All right, Mala, just let him take us. It's all right. We surrender. We surrender." And they both put their hands up.
isn't that so much easier? You people insist on doing it the hard way every single time. But thank you.
That brings it to Keytree's turn. And Alexa will be on deck.
Cool. Keytree is going to move 20 feet to get onto this. Okay, now I can go here. Now I gotta move my screen. All right. Yeah. 530. I can only move straight into the room, so I'm gonna just go all the way. And I'll use my bonus action to go ahead and cast that Aura of Vitality on Brina again. Where did it go? So Brina will get 12 points of healing. And
Maximum.
let's see. Guy behind me is dead. Birdie kind of looks okay. Brina's looking a little better. Paula still looks perfect. Okay, so I'm not going to heal anyone with an action. I will I will hold my action in case the Asura decide to become violent again. So if I'm within, well, I guess I can't hit anyone. Never mind. I won't be able to whack anyone. I will just ask, do you guys know the passwords? Or where the glyph key is? That will be my turn.
You could also add a cantrip, can't you, if you want to?
What do you mean?
You can
Like,
cast
if
a
you-
cantrip if you want.
Couldn't hold your action to swing your thing. If you wanted to hold your cantrip to cast it at him, I think you can do that.
Oh, well, I don't have a cantrip I can use at range right
Oh.
now because Aura Vitality's concentration and Create Bonfire is also concentration.
Oh, the one downside to it.
Okay. Which brings it to Alexa.
Yeah, everyone went up there and Birdie's chit-chatting and they responded. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, what are these things I see?
Yes. So, as you kind of peer through there's an open door that has been slid kind of into the wall. And looking through there, you see a large room, and from that angle, you see 4 big lockers kind of set up against the far southern wall.
Like gym lockers or
Kinda. It's a little
lockers.
more like sci-fi techy looking, but functionally, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It's-
okay.
You've seen similar things in Radasum. You know, it's places where you can keep your gear. You see that 2 of them are standing open and they are empty. Other 2 are closed.
Man, I don't know if I want to break the threshold or not. I mean, we are in a hurry. So yeah, I will use my action to dash into the room. Hey, what's back there?
As you come around the corner, you see that there's a chair, another one of these kind of like open egg-shaped seats. And it's not actually, like, at your height, you notice it's not even on legs, it's just kind of hovering in the air, about a foot off the floor. But you see a large bank of controls and monitoring equipment in that little north alcove, and it's just kind of got readings going up and down. And at the moment, they all seem to be kind of stable in the middle of the graph. There's little like meters. Not quite sure what it means, but everything seems to be in good working order. There are no flashing red lights or anything of concern.
Not yet, at least. I will prop up in the chair and get ready to investigate.
Okay. Right, that brings it to Kala.
So these guys surrendered. I guess you guys have got this. So I'm gonna run.
Yeah, I'll take care of the details.
Out of here and look for Alexa.
Okay. Yeah, as you enter that room, you don't see her.
I'll just like yell for Alexa. See if I hear her.
It's a simple enough for Alexa.
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah, you gather
I'll
that
have
she
to use
went that
my
way.
feline agility. But I think I can get like here.
Okay.
Or here.
You just barely see as you kind of peer around the corner. She's sitting in a
Alright.
chair, looking at a bank of instruments.
No enemies here.
I've not been hit yet.
Not that you see. No.
Okay. I'll just here and just hold a arrow for if I see something that looks dangerous.
Okay. Galatar. And Brina's on
Question.
deck.
So when we were at the console in the Golem Forge, you said we were able to see like a layout of this floor.
Mhm.
And I know that to the north was Flem's lab. Was I able to see, like, did it show kind of the layout? Do I know if there's like a big room behind this door or what the deal is over here?
You know that behind that door, there is a short kind of airlock style chamber, doors on either end. And then beyond that is a circular room about the same size as the one you entered in with the teleportation circle. And that is where Flim's kind of personal space is and the control console that he would be assigned.
Okay, so I go.
You are currently in the what was labeled like the fuel pod depot.
Okay, so it'd be 25 movement to get to here. And as I'm walking, I guess I'll ask them, is Flim in there? And then I will start to put my hand
The
on the door to open.
terrified one next to you just kind of like nods and
If
is
I-
shaking.
Put my hand on the door and jiggle it. Is it locked?
It is not.
Okay, I'll open it. And then I will move. I'll tell you what, I'm actually gonna go down here just to play it safe. And then I'm gonna use my actual action to cast See Invisibility on myself just in case. I'm assuming they're not gonna counterspell since they surrendered, but
They don't counterspell.
okay, cool. So I'll do that and that'll be my turn.
Okay. And that's not concentration.
No, it's non-concentration.
We'll use a yellow eye to be see invisibility. Okay, that brings it to Brina, and Birdie's next.
I'm gonna take a step forward and look at Birdie and just be like, so I'm not allowed to hit these guys?
Not these ones yet. I'd like to have a talk with them. They'll get to choose whether they talk to you or not, I think.
Okay, later then. I'm hanging out with Galitar.
Yeah, go, yeah. Run along. Have fun.
The duty is in here. I can't see.
What?
Am I able to pass through? Is there a door here? Or is the door there?
No, yeah, this is the door.
Cool. So Galatar opened it, but is not going through the door.
Yeah, I only had enough movement to get to the next door, and then I would have just blocked your way. So
That's kind of you. I
Go
have
get him, Brina. Go fuck his day.
30, 35. Well, I mean, I can only get 40 feet. She just kind of looks back and says, Do I go in?
And at
Yeah.
this point, you've not attacked or taken damage, so I believe
Yeah.
your rage ends.
I know, I'm gonna lose it. But I got one left, and if this is Kudu, then that's my
Yeah, this is Phlegm.
This is Flem's lab.
35,
Yeah.
40. I feel kind of silly just charging in there, using both my action and my movement just for Kudu to hurt me physically. So maybe I'll just stand.
It's always next turn.
Maybe I'll just stand next to this guy.
Well, didn't she attack last turn, actually? I'm scrolling back. I see
No, I did attack last turn, but I haven't been hit.
Right, so you get this one turn, like to
Yeah, you could-
nothing. And the next turn, if you don't do anything, your rage will fade. You get one buffer round.
I was under the impression it was like, it's your turn. You
don't have to every round. You get one buffer round. I know this now, having played a barbarian.
Do love a barbarian. I was under the impression it was if you're not hit or don't hit on your turn.
No,
your
one buffer
rage
round.
ends.
Mm-hmm.
Your rage ends early if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn.
Last turn she attacked. So her rage continues this turn.
But she hasn't attacked since her last turn. Since the end of her last turn, she has not attacked or taken damage.
Yeah.
And then it would fade at
That's
the
not
end
how-
of this turn.
That's not what I was. That's never how I've played it. And that's not what I read either.
That is how I've played it.
Yeah, I mean that's what
But-
since means. Like if you haven't attacked a creature since your last turn, then your rage ends. And she has not attacked a creature since her last turn. She did attack it on her last turn, but not since that.
I love that I have one resource.
Her rage would end.
That's just the Reddit stuff. They always talk about buffer round.
Talk to them.
Maybe when you cast it. I don't
Maybe
know.
that's what they mean. Because that's the point, is like you have a buffer round to use it. You don't have to necessarily use it every round.
I'll have to look into that a little further. But the way I read it is if your turn ends and you've not hit anything or taken damage since your last turn, your rage ends early.
Yeah, this is like the one mechanic.
For now, I'm gonna say it ends now, but I will look into this and post something in Teams.
I'm cool with that. I love having one resource and still not managing it correctly.
From a past time until now. So from the start of her last turn until now.
Yeah, I haven't hit anything, and this is the end of my turn.
Since your last turn. So it doesn't say since the end of your last turn. It's just since the beginning of your last turn. So the beginning of her last turn, she attacked something since her last turn. Since it doesn't say the end, so it can be the beginning. So since the beginning of your last turn, she attacked.
You guys are gonna have to take it up with the.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. I'll try to find some sage advice on it. For the moment, we're gonna have an in-game ruling of it's gonna end this.
We
way.
gotta move on. This turn's been going on for.
I get the sense it's probably not
nothing.
gonna trigger next round anyway, so it's probably not gonna matter in this instance.
I'm just gonna stand ominously over this little man.
They're like knee high to you, so yes.
Cool. I will lose my rage and with it, my will to live. Just kidding. Anyways, that's my turn.
All right, that brings it to Birdie.
I kind of look at the two people who have now appeared, and I just kind of motion to them over here. If you all would just take a seat right there, I'll be with you in just a moment. And then he's gonna turn and fuck it. I'm gonna open the door. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
And I just kind of knock, boom, 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 and see if her, I don't know, it's probably some like.
I will say their turn comes immediately after yours, so they do move and kind of gather against the wall, and they're just sort of like holding each other and looking around, terrified. As you sort of casually walk in, you pass through this metallic, sealed, sort of submarine archway, and you go and you grab the handle on the other door, and you go to push, and it does not budge.
Okay. I would like to take out my Marvelous Pigments. And I'm going to, where the like locking mechanism is, like draw like a cut line around the handle and lock so that the like.
So as you're looking at this door, This is not like a tavern door with a knob and a keyhole.
Oh.
It is like a slightly oval shaped, like rounded corners, solid piece of metal with like a big iron, like a wheel.
Hatch.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's like a pneumatic or a hermetic sealed door, and you can tell from kind of looking at it that it's not just like a single little deadbolt.
Okay, well, let me ask this. Okay. Can I take my pigments and start the process of doing like the circle on like the inside? Like I'm trying to imagine this door, but like where I believe the like locking things is a circular door.
It's not circular. Think of like a square or a rectangle with rounded edges.
Okay. Can I essentially draw a circle? A
On the
fairly,
door? Yes.
yeah, like a paint a very big circle that looks like it's like a hot metal cut through or something, and then like try like paint that, and then once
like you welded a circle around it.
Welded like a circle cut.
Cutting it
Yeah,
out,
yeah. Cut out a circle like lightsaber style, and then like I imagine it'll take a minute or something.
It'll take some time, but yeah, you can take
but-
your action to pull out your paints and begin this
Yeah,
process.
and then
yeah.
and then push it through.
Okay, yeah. So you guys watch as Birdie kind of kneels down in front of this door and goes through his pack for a second, pulls out the paints and starts dipping and starting the circular shape. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. How much paint do you think that would take? It takes 10 minutes to cover 100 square feet.
Well, this is definitely not 100 square feet. It'd probably take like 4 feet of paint.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. So who all had asked these people a question? I think someone had asked them where Flim was.
I
asked them
them.
Oh, go ahead,
Oh.
Mary.
I had just asked them, do you guys know the password or where the glyph key is?
And I asked them
Where-
if
I knew
Flim
someone
was in
asked
that
that.
room, and they nodded.
Okay, yeah, and so they nodded to you, and Kitri, as you asked them that on his turn, the male Asura just kind of turns and gestures with a shaky hand towards that open door and just says, Flim, the foreman, he's in there with his console. He has the key. And they would also tell you, like, he has the control access codes.
Okay.
And that is their turn, so that brings it to Kitri, and Alexa is on deck.
So I'll say, all right, thank you. And I will scoot 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go 25 feet forward, following my friends. And bonus action, I will once again use Aura of Vitality on Rena. This is the third round. It stays up for a minute.
You're a bad bitch. I'll say it, Kitri. Thank you.
That is
Actually-
5. And then as my action, I will go ahead and use where did it go? One of my regular potions of healing for myself.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, 8.
Very nice.
So that's it.
Right. That brings it to Alexa.
All right. I would like to make some sense of these numbers and gauges and dials. And if I roll high enough, I'd like to know if what I did on the previous floor affected anything here. But that's an if kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, make an investigation check.
16.
16.
terrible.
So you gather that what you're looking at here, the controls here don't have the ability to affect change here,
Mhm.
but they are monitoring the activity of the reactor itself, the input, the output, and it is a sort of like a safety monitoring station. At the moment, the output levels of the reactor are stable. There are no irregularities, but you gather that if the reactor is pushed too far, or if it's damaged, or something catastrophic were to happen, there is a potential for like deadly hazardous radiation to kind of leak out, and this is the station where that sort of danger is monitored.
Okay. But now, okay, so now I wouldn't been able to tell if anything, what I changed above made a difference.
With a 16 at this station, no.
Yeah.
It's
Then I
basically
will.
Homer Simpson's desk.
That's a good one.
Little gathering of like pastry crumbs on the edge of the console.
I'll run down here and just kind of like look in the lockers that are open and see if there's anything of interest.
So yeah, the two lockers on the left are open and they are empty, but you do see a couple of hangars where it looks like some equipment had been kind of hung up, and there are like little tiny they're not chests because there's no lock. There's like a little area at the bottom where you could kind of like flip up a horizontal lid, and the container space below is also empty.
Yeah, I mean, I see Kala just kind of defending, so nothing's really happening. I'll wait here for a moment to just maybe look in the closed lockers. So yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Kala and Galatar's on deck.
Yeah, there's no enemies here, so I'm just gonna look. I guess I'll look in the lockers. I don't want to run off and leave someone alone, so.
Okay. So you open the first one next to Alexa directly in front of you, and you see kind of hanging there within it is a small Asuran-sized, almost like a onesie. Like it is a uniform piece of clothing that covers all the way down to the wrists, and then it actually has like little booties built onto it. There is a pair of heavy-duty, like scaled gloves that have like a thick wrist that's extra long, and there's a funny-looking cowl that pulls up over. You can see it's designed to accommodate the extra wide kind of Asuran head and ear shape, and a pair of crystalline goggles.
If I hold the goggles up and like try to look through them to make things look different.
A little distorted by the fact that there's a piece of crystal between you and it, but nothing supernatural.
All right. Just hold it up and be like, oh, look, it's another onesie. It doesn't have rabbit ears, though.
Oh, drat. We'll just have to leave it behind. It's not a fashion statement.
That's it, I guess. Just hanging out here.
Okay. We'll see. Do you open the second one as well?
Oh, yeah, if I can.
So yeah, the first one, free interaction with the environment. Open it up. You look. You see.
Okay.
You see what you see. Second would use your action.
Sure.
So you open that, and you hear an audible.
Oh.
Oh.
And you like there is another suit, very similar, sort of hanging, and you see it kind of quiver a little bit.
But it's empty?
It is. It's hanging empty, although it doesn't reach quite to the ground of the locker itself. But it.
I'll pick this suit up.
Yeah, you take it off the rack and it moves, but you see, like, as you're moving it with your perception, it seems to brush against an invisible creature. About Azura's size, that is standing in the bottom of this cabinet.
You should probably surrender. Your friends that are still alive did.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh man, this will go great.
I'm so good at persuasion.
Pro.
Oh.
Hey. Okay. So that brings it to Galatar's turn, and Brina's on deck.
Okay, so if I step out here, Birdie painted a hole in the door. So
he is painting a hole.
he is.
I'm
so he's
working
not
on it.
then.
So
Okay.
just for reference, 100 feet per 10 minutes. To do 4 feet takes approximately like a little under 30 seconds. Now, that's just for that number of paint. So to put detail, probably like a minute or two. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that's gonna mean
So-
all my things are gonna go bad.
Oh, well, you can try and open the door if you want. It's locked.
Well, I can't get in your space, I don't think, to try and do that at the moment. But I will ask these people, how do we open this door? And then I guess I will just go back to here for now and wait.
Okay. I will say, for the sake of brevity, they both kind of stumble over each other's words. Like they're both so eager to help, but they tell you that it's a safety measure that one door has to be closed before the other will open to prevent contaminants from passing from room to room.
Interesting. Huh.
Just want to irradiate all of us.
Do you all want to try and open this then?
Yeah, so in that case, then I will just move and stand in this space. But I'll ask Belty, would you want to switch with Brina before we do the looks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'll just wait here for Brina to
Pack up
switch
my
with
paints.
Birdie. And then I guess, do I need to hold my action to like bring this door back close? Because I guess I'm the one next to it. So I'll just hold my
You can
action
use
to
your reaction
close
to
the
do
door.
that for sure.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, that brings it to Brina's turn, and Birdie's on deck.
Cool. I was gonna ask those guys if they had a HR department or something. I guess Birdie wants to switch with me, which can't really be done until he moves.
Correct. Yeah, it's going to take like a round.
Are you
get us in
able
the
to
right-
hold the dash action?
That's kind of what I was wondering, but I'm like, is it worth it to?
Hmm.
I can hold a reaction to shut this door behind you all. Once Brina gets into place, have like reaction.
Yes, but that just kind of leaves us there, and I'm afraid it doesn't matter.
I mean, there's going to be 2 people left in there by themselves.
Because yeah, as soon as you and Brina
Yeah.
switch, like I'm holding my reaction to close the door. So
Okay, so I'm gonna hold the dash action to take Birdie's place once he is out of the way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and Birdie, on your turn.
Yeah, I'll step out here. I'll step out here. And as soon as Brina's dash action triggers, I will shut the door behind them.
Okay.
Hey, Galifar.
I will say, actually,
all right, Brina,
No.
whatever happens.
is that an action to shut that door? Or is that like a free?
Just closing the door would just be an environmental interaction.
Okay, I will say, as Brina passes me, I will kind of, as she runs past me, I'll slap her ass and hit a 4th level cure wounds. Go get him, Chief.
Thanks.
Yeah, 4th level cure wounds. Here it comes.
Damn. Thanks, Shorty.
26 heal.
Damn. Yeah.
I feel
Time to get in the
great.
game. Let's go.
I feel great. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
No, that's all I got. Yeah.
Ow.
At this point, Alexa and Kala hear the muttering of an arcane word, and then there's just a puff of silvery mist, followed by the footfalls of tiny Asuran feet fleeing.
That's a bad choice.
This really
Kala
sucks.
didn't like that.
Paula will remember this.
Yeah, I would say Kala with your. Well, both of you with your passive perception, you hear them fleeing to the west.
Well, does Alexa see invisibility? No,
No,
not
it's up.
anymore.
Not at the
Damn.
moment. So that brings it to Keytree.
No, but I guess I'm gonna throw it back up now.
Arena, how are you looking? Like, I know he just healed you. I don't have to be able to see you, though, to give you the healing.
I mean, I'm at 109 out of 146, roughly speaking.
So you're fine. You're good.
I mean, like you've got almost 50 more.
You're
right now.
healthier than I can ever be, and currently at double what I am. You are done. You're cut off.
You guys kept being
You're
nice to me. I
addicted
wasn't
to
gonna
the.
say stop.
You've been juicing for too long. Your steroids are cut off.
He's not be taking half damage though.
No.
Look, guys.
Well, neither have I. Fuck, mine's none of us out.
You never do though.
You
You
guys
got your cape still.
That's
take
true.
it up
So
with the boss. Take it up with Gary Gygax. You me.
You'll know sympathy.
So I will use my turn to cast a first level Cure Wounds on Birdie.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
an adequate amount. Maybe you get a
There's
first
some
level.
bitching.
You get 7
Thank
points
you.
of healing back, and
I love that.
I am then going to use my Aura of Vitality bonus action on myself.
Yeah.
I get 6 points. That's action, bonus action. We can't open the door. All right, and that is just round 4. Cool. And that will. Oh, I'll turn to the Ashura and say, anything else we should know? You know, before we go in there.
I would say they just kind of like look at each other and shrug and you see like this almost silent talking as they kind of make faces at each other, and the female kind of turns to you and just says, just be careful. Things in here are sensitive. You could blow things up if you're not careful.
Oh, we plan to. Thank you.
Good to know. And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Okay, that brings it to Alexa.
I will step over here. I guess we have to go find that one. And actually, I will step up because I don't want to waste. And I will pop C invisibility here.
Okay.
I think that's level 2, right? Yep. Good. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. And then, so 5, 10, 15, 20. There you are.
You see a female Asura. Through your sense, you can tell that she is invisible, that she is heading down the western hallway.
And I will not. I'll hold out my hand menacingly, like I would be casting, but I can't. And I'll say, if you want to open that door for us, we'd appreciate it, but don't go through.
Ooh, make an intimidation check.
That sucks. 11.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll be pointing in its general direction, in her general direction.
All right. That brings it to Kala.
I'm pointing down the hallway.
Yeah, can I see that person or no?
You cannot. They are
Okay.
invisible. I
All right, but
made them visible, but I put the status marker on that side.
but I can see that Alexa is pointing that way and she's talking about the door. So
Yeah, as you enter this room, you see Alexa like pointing her hand and speaking, and then she looks at you and just points. Yeah. So you get the idea.
okay, I will shoot. It will be at disadvantage though.
17 will hit.
All right, so this will not be the sneak attack though.
Right.
12 damage.
Still.
Yeah, Kala like stalks into the room behind Alexa, drops down to a knee, takes aim, lowers the arrow just a little bit for Ursura height, lets go, and there's just this sickening crunch, and then a sound of cloth and flesh smacking into cold stone floor as she is pierced through the brain pan and falls forward.
Well,
Oh shit, that was unexpected.
did that earlier too, don't worry. They're a lot squishier than I thought too.
Mm.
I was like, who did that? Oh no.
That brings us to Galatar's turn.
Okay, make sure I know how this works. I can move into Brina's space as long as I don't end my turn there. Like I can move through her space as difficult terrain.
Technically, you can't stop in their space to do an action. But I would
But
say
if it's a free interaction with the environment, can I just like try to push the door open?
yeah, to kind of move through, yeah, we'll allow that, yeah.
We
Okay.
do the weird
Pretty sure
shuffle
that's
stuff.
supposed to work that way.
Yeah. So does it open now that the other one's closed?
It takes a hot second as you close that other door. There is the sound of the doors kind of like re-locking. Yeah, and as you move through Brina, you grab the handle and kind of pull it to push the door in, and you hear it release. As you open it, I need you and Brina both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, rats.
Oh
One of the little
no.
Iron Man guards is holding an overcharged weapon in your direction and releases a gout of
Ooh,
energy that just
it's like
blasts.
my fifth 19 today. That's another 22.
Oh,
I've never saved on a dexterity save, and I always have advantage, and that's some fucking bullshit.
Y'all should let me cut the hole in the door. You wouldn't be in there by yourself.
Pick it up with
So
HR.
Galtar takes 7 radiant damage, and Brina, you take 14. As this column of energy, this blast of laser beam, just down through the hallway, slams into the door behind Galatar. But you are just able to kind of push yourself up against the wall and not take quite the full brunt.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Put
Yeah,
you there.
So I'm there now.
I'm
And then I guess as I was
picturing-
passing through Brina's space and opened the door, I saw the guy up here.
Yes.
Okay. So I know those two guys. I need to get out of the way.
I'm picturing more like Galatar opened the door and then ducked, and then it hit Brina worse than Galatar.
Yeah, I like that.
It, like opens the door, like
Cannon.
steps in with the door as the blast goes by. Okay, so I'll move here and then up 1. So that's 30 feet of movement. Perfect. And yep. Okay, they're lined up. So I'm gonna throw a green flame blade on this and try to hit the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And I'm just gonna roll. I don't want to do all the dice on there. So, green flame blade. There's the damage for the thing. So 2 from the green flame blade. Yeah.
Two for him.
2 for the first guy gets 2 fire damage extra, and the second guy gets 9.
So
and
what's
then-
okay, you haven't rolled another part.
Yeah, and then the first guy also gets 10 points of piercing damage. So he takes 12 total, and the second guy takes 9 just fire.
Okay. Yeah, you
Um,
clang the sword against him, and you watch as the flame kind of whisks around his form and leaps to the next guy.
Quick
Yeah.
question about these guys too. They are both wearing like the armor that we've seen the managers wear, or are they just wearing armor like the guard that was there when
Like
we
the
first
guard
teleported?
when you first got in.
Well, fuck. That means they're not the guy I'm looking for. Okay. Then I will just take a second swipe at this guy to kind of prep him for Brina. And actually, sorry. Oh, so I have 10 feet of movement left. Would I be able to climb up over an Assyrian console? I imagine it's not that high off the ground.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, but yeah, you can hop over it.
Okay, so I'll use 10 feet of movement to jump up there as I take the second strike at him so that Brina would be able to have advantage. That is only an 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
Okay.
18 is their AC because they do not have shields.
That is another 9 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty.
And that will do it for my turn.
2 solid hits as you kind of harry them, and they take the hits and they're trying to react to them. They clearly took damage. physical hits, and they seem pretty hearty. These sort of heavily armored Asuran soldiers.
Does it look like they're resisting the piercing damage the same way that the? Okay.
Let's see. Man. Okay. Alexa and Kala, you two hear the sound of an airlock door depressurizing as in the hallway to the west, a door slides open and there is a Asuran man in an Iron Man suit that comes running out, completely like out of breath, pouring sweat from his exposed face. He sees you and he stops and just screams. Starts frantically tapping keys on a wrist controller, and you hear the sound of 2 sentry golems powering up behind him. And that will bring it to Brina's turn.
Hey, I'm gonna shout out, Galathar, can you try and open those doors? And I'll punch him. Well, I won't punch, but I will. Wipe at him. 18 doesn't hit, and I guess that one does.
17 does not, but a 31 definitely does.
That one does hit. This one-handed. That's
58.
Mm-hmm. 58.
Yeah.
You destroy him. Yeah, like you watch Galatar. She comes charging in and plunges her sword straight through this guy, picks him up and pins him into the console. For a minute, you're worried, like, oh my god, it may have just destroyed the console. She pulls the sword out, and it doesn't seem to have affected anything.
Okay.
As he sort of slides sideways and collapses down on the floor, you see that you've put a little gash in the stone behind him.
Oof.
As
Ooh.
Brina stabs him into the console, can I respond to what she said to me and just say, "Close the door behind you"?
There's our barbarian.
I close the door behind me and then line up next to this son of a gun. No, I'll make him come on. I want to get out of the way. Whatever. I'll hang out with him. And then, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Bertie.
Bertie. Hey-o.
I guess, because I don't hear anything. Do I hear what's going on down? I don't even know where Kala and Alexa are.
Nope.
So yeah, I guess I'll try and open this door if I can.
Yeah, so you go to try it, and it does open.
Okay. And I'll say, Keytree, if you want to come this way, we'll go fuck about.
Sounds good to me.
And then I will hold my reaction to open the door once Keytree's inside and closes it.
Easily done.
I'll also say, well, I guess that would be holding my reaction. That's my action. Never mind. Because the reaction, reaction would be my action essentially.
Yeah, you're
right.
readying the action
Right.
to open the door using
Gotcha.
the action. Yeah. At this point, Keytree, you see these 2 Asuran behind you, sort of like leaning in together and whispering and kind of like just craning their necks to see through that door. And Kala and Alexa, you see a couple more Asuran technicians in what look like white coveralls coming down that hallway behind the fellow in the heavy armor. And you can see like they come to a stop. He has stopped and screamed and has activated these sentry golems, and these other 2 come up and they almost like 3 stooges bump into him before they too stop and are looking around wide-eyed in total panic. I will say they are going to disappear and then reappear in the room. Let's say across, move some of these tokens because there's too damn many things on the board. So they're going to appear behind you guys, and they are going to cast Firebolt at you. To hit Kala is a 19. To take 11 fire damage.
I will uncanny dodge it.
Okay. Is that half damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5. And the other guy, because he is in melee range with Alexi, has disadvantage, and 8 will not hit. But you can see like they are breathing heavy. Their heart rate is obviously up. They are on an adrenaline rush. It doesn't even take an insight check to realize that they're very afraid of the current situation. And this brings it to Keytree.
Right then, right before I turn to go in the room, I'm going to turn to the two Asura and just say, I'd stay there if I were you guys. We're not you're not really who we're after, but it could go poorly for you still. Stay put. And then I will go into the little chamber with Birdie and reaction to close that door.
Make either a persuasion or an intimidation check is your choice.
I don't think either of these are good. No. I'll try to be nice. I'm trying to persuade them. I'm trying to be nice. That's a 16.
Okay. So it's just as your free interaction with the environment, you walk in and you pull the door closed behind you, and you hear that mechanism shift again.
Yeah, and that triggers my reaction.
Yep.
Opens the door, and you
Open
still
it,
have an
and
action,
it's-
Keytree.
I
Yeah.
still have a bonus action and an
Oh.
action, correct?
I believe so, and some movement.
Yeah. So
5,
you're in good
10.
shape.
You open the door and you can just make out Brina kind of around the corner in this kind of smallish space. These circles that are on the map are pillars that run from floor to ceiling. It's about a 15 to 20 foot high ceiling surrounding this, and it's similar to the power pillars you saw in the Golem Forge. They're kind of pillars of dark stone and metal with like inlays of glowing mithril in like a circuit board type of pattern.
Okay.
You also see a dead body crumpled against the floor in front of the console as Galatar stands above it, his rapier out.
So I will use my bonus action to. I don't have to be able to see her. So Brina, you get an aura of vitality.
Damn, racking them up, shorty.
As long as I can keep concentrating on that. Oh no, that was branding smite damage. That's not what I wanted. No one pay attention to that. There it is. Okay, you get 6 points of healing.
Thank you.
That's my bonus action for my movement. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. I have 20 feet left, so I'm going to run all the way in and like stand on this body, I guess, because I don't know where else to go.
Absolutely.
Is the gentleman who is next to me, who's in front of Brina, is he within range for me?
Yeah, you're next to him.
Well, then I'll just take a chance and take a chance. I'll use my electro staff on him.
Cool. And make your attack roll.
A natural 1.
Yeah, does not hit.
Okay.
You
That's
kind of
my
stumble
turn.
over the dead body in that square, and it just throws off your aim just a little bit.
Okay. Hi guys, we're here!
Now that brings it to his turn. Let's see, does he... Oh, he does not get his overcharge back. He is going to attempt to shoot at Brina. It's disadvantage because he is within melee range of you. Does a 15 hit Brina?
No, not with my cool Justiciar's shield. Hoo-hoo.
Alright, so you avoid that damage. That brings it to the sentry golems, who are going to roll out into this room now. The foreman kind of dances out of their way, and as they land, each of them pops their protective magical shielding.
Their PMS.
It's very on brand for Asura.
Yes.
All right, and then and that is all they can do actually at the moment. Which brings it to Alexa's turn.
This just went from kind of bad to worse. But it's not these ones that are online. We heard you said west, and so I just want to make sure. That
Correct.
was...
They came out of the hallway to the west.
Cool, great. I am going to leave just this gentleman's area, and as I say to Kala that I'm not running, but I need a reposition, and so I will 5, 10, 15 onto the wall, and so I can sneak around 20, 25. Damn, didn't quite. But that's good enough. As I will pull out the gauntlet, and they all need to make a bunch of saves.
Yes, they do. Yeah, what save is this?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Fail. Fail.
Crap up front damage. Oh no, it wasn't. Not too bad.
Ooh, pass. The foreman passes. So it's 19 damage up front.
Yes. And so if they pass, they take 9 damage.
Do I need to make this save?
You do not.
Okay,
Not
I
because
didn't
his
think so.
gauntlet protects
Yes.
you. Yeah. So there's just this explosion of acid that coats the walls and starts sizzling its way down. The two lesser Azuran technicians just are dissolved. There's nothing left. The foreman does take a bit of damage, but his armor protects him a little bit. His helm sort of snaps closed, and he is able to avoid that. The acid coats the shielding around the golems, and it's just kind of deflected around. It starts to drip off the sides in a circle, leaving the area immediately underneath them unharmed.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get them, but glad I got those 2 technicians out of the way.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Kala.
Bonus action, take aim and shoot the Iron Man guy.
Okay. Yeah, he's got his glowing shield out and the currently inactive whip in one hand. 30 does hit though. 29.
Oh.
God damn, it's a brutal hit. Yeah. Yeah, you do hit. It finds its way between the chinks in the armor, which is it's a very narrow gap. These are not large plates. They're very tightly fitted together. But you manage to find the chink, and like one of these arrows sort of digs into his left thigh. You see him kind of like hop around a little bit as he's trying to position himself for his next action, but he is yowling in pain. And that brings it to Galatar's turn. And Brina's on deck.
This a door here that I see?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't describe this room at all when you guys got in. Yeah, so it's a cylindrical room about 15 feet high. The small circles are pillars that run from floor to ceiling. Central console in the middle facing southeast. And to the south, there is a similar airlock type door.
Okay, I'm gonna try and attack this guy by Brina, so I'll come down the steps and try and get him from behind and jab him while he's facing Brina.
Absolutely.
And I'll put a green flame energy on that first one to try and make it hurt a little extra. So that's 20 on the first roll, and that's 27 on the second.
Those will hit. Yeah.
I'll roll the d8 for the piercing, but that's much easier. All right. So that's 7 points of damn it, twice in a row. 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points of fire. Twice that's been bad rolls. All right. And
you,
then
you
I
hit
will.
and you watch that fire kind of dance around the outside of the armor. It is very, very effective at protecting it.
Yeah, seeing the blade not sink in like I was hoping, I'll try and take a swipe at his leg. That's a 19 on the first roll. Okay, so a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, let's just 1d8. I'm rolling so bad on damage. That's a 2 + 6 for 8 more points of piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, he does not seem resistant, so he is looking hurt now.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can see he's frantically looking side to side as he has become surrounded. He's not
And then
happy.
I'll just try and draw his attention so Brina can finish him off.
Okay. That actually brings it to the foreman, who will run forward and attempt to hit Kala. That will hit for 9 radiant damage as he brings out his whip and tries to slash down at you. Second attack will hit as well for 7 more radiant damage. And then he takes his shield arm and tries to bash you in your snoot. It does hit.
Not her
So-
snoot.
I need you to make a strength saving throw. 11. Okay, so you take 9 bludgeoning damage, and it's like he runs into this, and you see there's a flash from beneath his feet as this powered armor gives him a boost, and it throws him into the air, and he slams that momentum into you with his shield, smacks you in the face, and you are knocked prone.
Okay, I'm gonna uncanny dodge the last of those hits.
Okay. That's half damage, right? Okay, yeah, so 4 bludgeoning. And he hits the ground like 3-point superhero landing, kind of looks up at you, and you see him turn, and even though his head is masked, you see his eyes are scanning this teleportation circle that he is now standing on top of. Which brings it to Brina's turn.
Oh,
I
maybe.
just run.
Okay, you know the drill. We're just gonna hit this nice little man.
Yes, you are, it would seem.
The 22.
Yeah,
And
you thrust with your sword and it picks him up off the ground.
never mind.
He dies in the air, like struggling to kind of reach you and extricate himself, and you have to kind of like shake him off. a little. Yeah.
It's just purple. So there are no other boys in this room, but there
Does
is
not
a
seem to be.
door on the far wall or here.
Yeah.
Here. Okay. Oh, right. Stop colliding with the wall.
Yeah, it's a tight space for you. You can tell,
Yeah.
like, these spaces were clearly designed for people of Asuran height.
I'm not built for this. Yeah, I got one attack left. Fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna open the door if I can and go inside.
Yeah, you reach down and pull, and it opens freely.
Cool.
There you go.
Oh, is this gonna be one of those bitches
You see
where?
there is another airlock door about 5 feet further in.
Okay. I say, it's an
Nuclear
airlock.
reactor. What do you want from me?
Well, I don't want
Safety,
to go.
safety.
All right, now let's be real. The Inquest is not about safety.
It's not about other people's safety.
I'm just gonna yell, it's another airlock. I'm gonna go in. How we feeling? Too late, I'm going. And I'm gonna go in. I think I've got 10 feet of movement left.
Okay.
5,
let's
10,
see here.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Assuming the door will open.
So you
Are you closing the door behind you?
I mean, I'll close the door. I mean, I'm gonna
Because
try.
Birdie will yell. He'll be like, I can come. I'll follow.
There's just one.
Yeah, it's
5 foot.
Oh, it's
instead
one
of 10.
spot, you asshole, Ryan.
Excuse me.
Oh my gosh, you're like chunking us up, and you knew this. Oh, that's devious. That is
Guys are
devious.
Spread so far apart.
That is
We are.
devious.
We
Oh
are.
my
Spread like the
gosh.
little last bits of peanut butter in the jar.
I thought it was another 10 foot, and I was. Oh my god.
It's
You guys
not.
are dick in the peanut butter now.
That is hysterical.
It's not.
All right, Birdie will yell, make sure you close the door behind you, or nobody else will be able to get in.
Okay, I love you. And I'm gonna try and do that. Are these door interactions free interactions with the environment, or do I need to?
Well, you only get one. So pulling that one door open was really the free interaction with the environment. You did have an extra attack left.
Yeah.
So I'd let you pull that one closed. But to open it, you would need an action now.
She got a bonus action she can do with it? Ooh, bonus
Only
action?
for opening that.
But
But as it closes, you do hear it kind of repressurize. So
Yeah.
you know that you could open it on your next turn.
All right. I'll. Yeah, I'll. Okay, opening and closing the door is going to be two separate things on my next turn. However, correct?
No,
Opening the door, closing behind me.
opening one door is a free interaction with the environment.
This is the javelins all over again.
I hate the action economy. My little
Right, but no, you
You
close
get
it
one
again.
free action.
If the door is unlocked, you can just move through it as a free action and then take your turn.
Okay,
All right. Bertie.
should go fine.
Shit, man.
Jeez.
So Brina's in there now.
Fucking guess.
Can't do anything from that. Ooh, fuck. And you know Galatar's gonna want to be the next one in there. Yeah, I'm gonna I guess I'll move over here and ready up a to like open this door when I hear it repressurize.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ready that. There's nobody else in here with us, right?
Not that you can tell.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'll do.
Wait, just to be clear, with my scene visibility, I didn't see anybody else, right? Because now you made me nervous.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just wait until I hear that the other door on the far side open.
Because I had forgotten that. So you're wait till you hear the sound and then you can. All right. So they're dead. That brings it to Kitri. Oh no. Oh right, no. So yeah, they're just staying where they are. I will say, Alexa, you see there are two Asurans in the next room that kind of move across your field of vision, but they're staying in the room. They're just relocating.
Did they? Well, okay, never mind. I'll ask on my turn. Sorry.
Yeah, they just kind of like scurry past and are kind of huddled just out of sight off to the east. So, Kitri.
Okay. Yeah, because we gotta wait in line for this thing, don't we now?
Yep.
I'll move over here.
Do you got a fast
So
pass?
someone was extreme. This is a malicious map, is it?
You could break them down and just destroy
If
them.
only we had like a magical paint that would.
Or someone really strong, or
Dang, yeah.
passcodes, or
Yeah.
fuck with the console maybe, or I don't know.
I suggested fucking with the console, and then Galtar
Well,
told me to shut the door.
None of us are smart enough to do that, right?
I'll
One person that has the
do it.
technology knowledge is not
So
there.
Kitri.
Bonus action. I'll use my Aura of Vitality on myself this round.
Okay.
7. And then as my action, I guess, just to not waste this, I'll just prepare. Like I'll activate Shillelagh.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
and just have my staff ready. And I'll just say like, Galata, you're next.
Okay. And that brings it to the sentry golems. Alexa and Kala, I would like you both to make dexterity saving throws, please. Woohoo. Alexa, you take 13 radiant damage.
That tickles a little.
Kala, you take 5.
0.
Yeah, right. Fucking rogues, man. That brings it to Alexa's turn.
Yeah, okay. I see those individuals. As I take one quick step up, do I see where the party went? I don't see the door
See a
from there.
closed door.
Oh, I do see the closed door, though.
So yeah, like poking your head in the room. Yeah.
Okay. Because what I'm gonna do.
These two Azura are like looking nervously at you, like they don't know what
Yeah.
to expect.
Yeah, did they see into the room? I mean, I guess.
Right now, no, they're not able to see what's going on.
Okay. Ooh, oh man. And then I will quickly just hop, kind of just look at them, be like, finger get them, just slide back down the stairs. And I am going to quicken a firebolt into our lovely Iron Man friend. And
Ooh, crit.
wow, what a nice freaking time.
40 damage?
Yeah, for a max firebolt.
Damn.
That was lucky as hell.
Yeah. It slams into him, and you watch as like parts of that thin metal armor just flake off and sort of crack and shatter all over the floor next to him. It's a big like gaping hole on the side of his armor now. His head pops up from looking at the sigil towards you. Can't quite see his facial expression, but he appears to have been very surprised by that.
And after being equally so surprised, I kind of just like in the direction of the door, I will message Birdie. I will attempt to send a message to Birdie and say, "Where the fuck are you guys? There's 2 more of these constructs." And hopefully he's, well, I guess if it's thicker than an inch, it does fail.
I would say, yeah, if it's 1 inch of metal,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely thicker than an inch.
Yeah, I thought so, but I had to at least try.
Yeah, so you send the spell out, but you get no response. All right, is
All right.
it the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'll take like another step back down.
Top of round 9 would bring us to Kala, and Galatar's on deck.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Pull out a short sword, bonus action take aim, and stab this guy.
Yeah, 27 will hit.
Oh.
Jesus. That is enough to drop him.
There we go.
Yeah, you see this hole, and as he kind of starts to stand up, and you can see him reaching around his neck for the glyph key. And you just shove that short sword up in the crack that Alexa's firebolt had sort of blasted in the side of that armor, even as the armor kind of like starts to try to repair itself. And yeah, it's enough to bring him down.
All right.
Galatar. And Brina's on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna move up onto the console area, and I want to try and use the console to either get both doors to open at once or open the door for Brina on the other side. So I want to try and fool with the doors via the console.
Okay, yeah. Make an investigation check.
Okay. That's 16 plus 10 for a 26.
Yeah, you very quickly find door controls, and there's a couple different operations you can perform, but you do in fact have an override here to unlock both of them at the same time and open them.
Yeah, if I don't need the passcode to do that, I'll hit it immediately.
Absolutely. So Brina, all of a sudden, you hear this double sound as both of these doors open before and behind you. And I need Galatar, Keytree, Bertie, and Brina to make dexterity saving throws as a fireball.
This is
in the air.
where he goes like,
around you.
all right, books.
How could this
Who
happen?
didn't see
No,
this
did
coming?
it? God damn.
Oh, look.
It's happened to me. Okay, that was the only time I've ever made a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
17.
17.
6.
Yeah, a little bad.
So Bertie and Brina take 16 fire damage. Galtar, you take 33.
I rolled for Mary because she's helping Axel. She got a 22, so she passed too.
16 as well, yeah.
And then I want to. What am I trying to say? Absorb elements to use my reaction to.
Yep, use your action, cast absorb elements.
Yeah,
take half
reduce that to
damage.
16 damage as well.
Absolutely.
And then I've got movement left, and the doors are open, so I guess I will move
Come on in.
10.
Well, I don't see anyone in there, which is the worst part.
Yeah, do I
I
see
don't
anybody
either.
with my
You
see
do.
invisibility?
Yes, you see now. I will put the status marker on them, and I'll just make them visible. But you see them standing against the far wall.
Okay, cool. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and I've got 5 feet of movement left. So I'm gonna take a sidestep this way, and that will be all for my turn.
You find yourself in a decent-sized room, also kind of circular in shape. Stacks of large crates on the north and south, and even the west wall. And there are 2 more of these. There are 2 more cylindrical pillars that rise from floor to ceiling, but these are not the same stone and glowing metal power conduits you've seen before. These look very much like large metal pipes. In fact, each of them has like an old, slightly corroded valve that looks like you could turn like a little wheel on them. And as you enter this space, the sound of the Arcanic Reactor gets slightly louder. There's a constant drone and a sort of whoop, 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 whoop coming from the room beyond.
Okay.
You do see there is a door next to the Asura on the far wall.
And this is the only person in the room?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Barina and Bertie's on deck.
Brina just says, how could the fireball come from nowhere? Galatar, do you see him? I'm
I would say
assuming and
you
hoping.
saw the fireball coalesce and like get thrown, so you have an idea of where it came from.
He's right in front of you, Brina.
Okay, thanks. I'm operating under
Run
the
straight into the
assumption,
wall.
quite literally. I'm operating under the assumption that I'm just gonna smash them all. It's clobbering time.
Make a roll with disadvantage.
I'm gonna reckless attack, so it's just a flat
Straight roll.
roll.
Yep.
Ooh, baby,
one does
it's
not
a
hit.
triple.
18, however, does.
Ooh. Yeah, it's 17 points damage.
Yeah. So furious, you storm into this room and just haul off with that one sword, and you rake into the wall. And there's like a shower of sparks, and fortunately, the sparks kind of fall on the invisible figure, giving you just enough of a hint that on the backslash you bring it down, and with a single stroke, just cut her down.
Oh.
Oh
Sorry.
shit.
Sorry, guys.
You also see these stacks of crates and these 2 metal pipes with little metal wheels, like knobs, valves on them on the west wall. And just to the right of the Asura you just killed, there's another pneumatic hatch door.
Okay, can I open that door?
Yes, as a free action, yep. that is. There you go. You see another small 5-foot space before the next door.
I'm just gonna say we got another door thing.
Well, Galatar opened these two. Maybe he can open the other ones.
Brina's gonna go ahead and go in.
Okay, or not. Don't worry about it. Sure.
Brina's not gonna go in. I don't know.
No, you do your thing.
Yeah.
She doesn't like waiting, but she also.
And you don't have a lot of time to decide, so what do
All
you
right,
do?
all right. No,
Go
yeah,
for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand there. I can't shut the door behind me because I already interacted
Correct. You've used
with
your
the
actions.
environment.
All right.
Okay.
That'll bring it to Birdie.
Now, if Birdie wants to figure out how to open the door, I applaud him.
All right, and they're dead.
The problem is, guys, Birdie's dumb. So he does not have the intelligence to figure out this fucking computer console.
But the comic relief always comes through in the
So
end.
this door is shut. Galatar's command didn't open both sets of doors. It just opened this
That,
one.
yeah, it just opened the. He was looking specifically for those doors.
Fuck. Fuck. I don't know where fucking Alexa or Carl are. I hope they're doing well.
What? Screaming.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, and I tell you what, I will close this door behind Brina
Okay.
with my free action.
Yep.
And then cast. No, I'll tell you what, I'll drink a healing potion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Will that be the end of your turn?
That will be. How'd that do? 8 heal. Okay.
All right. Their turn. They will kind of move out here a little bit. Alexa, you see these other two sort of just kind of like move back into frame and look down the hallway, having heard the sounds of combat. They see their foreman lying dead on the floor, and they just like sink to their knees and drop their heads, and they're just sort of like leaning against each other, talking. It'll be all right. They'll let us live. I'm sure they'll let us live. No,
Give
I'm
her
sure
the finger.
It'll be all right. That brings it to Keytree. But while they are doing stuff, we can move to the golem sentries because that won't affect anything there. Oh,
I'm
there
here.
she
I
is.
think they're back. I think they're back.
Gotcha.
We're just debating what to do about our dog. So I'm assuming everyone else went through the door.
Yes.
So then I will run up here, use my free action to open the door.
It is open.
Okay. Walk
Both
in,
of them are.
close the. Oh, they're both just open.
Yeah, Galatar was able to use the console to open both of them.
Okay. So then I
And now
will-
that Galatar's back, if Birdie could just say, Galatar, can we open just like all the fucking doors, please? Goddamn.
How was I supposed to know they put this many airlocks? It makes zero sense.
So many. What's a guy gotta do to get all the doors open around here?
Here. Over here. Is that it? Is that all we have in here?
It does seem so. Yes.
In this is
You
this
see that
door.
there are stacks of crates on the northwest and south walls, and there are also 2 thick metal pipes going from floor to ceiling with a couple of corroded, rusty valves on them.
That's not safe. Is this door here open, closed?
It is closed. Birdie just closed it. Brina is inside.
Okay, and she's going to the other side.
Hmm.
Well, I still have Aura of Vitality. So how are we looking?
You guys are all 3 pretty rough looking.
Yep.
I'm gonna use it on Galatar because he hasn't had one yet.
think you said that last turn. He was going to be next.
You get 6 points of healing for a bonus action. There's nothing really, like, can my action be like investigating the crates or something? Like just trying to see what might be in them?
Absolutely. Yeah. Not even well.
I'm not gonna like dig and dig, but I'm gonna try to like open the tops and just peek.
Easy enough. Don't even have to roll for it. They are not, in fact, locked. They are kind of like closed and sealed, but you are able to easily kind of pry them open and look inside. And what you find are many piled cylinders of what, like metallic caps on the end and a clear crystalline sort of what's the word I'm looking for? You know, in Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, the TGRI canister with the ooze in it, that's what you're looking at. It's like a glass vial, but it's big. It's like 5 inches across with metallic end caps, and they're just stacked inside these crates. They are not labeled TGRI. But inside them is a sort of... it almost looks like pencil graphite, but ground up. It's an odd sort of material. It's like a fine black dust, but it has kind of a sheen to it.
Would I be able to like take one of these canisters, I guess? Just like reach in, look, and like take one out?
Yeah, you can pick one up. They're freestanding. They're just stacked. So you pick it up and kind of look at it. As you turn it, you can see the light kind of refracts off this sand.
Okay, I want to hold it or like put it in my bag or something. Like I'm taking this.
Yeah, absolutely. You can put it in your bag.
And that will be my turn then.
Okay. Alexa and Kala, I need you to make dexterity saving throws as these sentry golems again bombard you with laser blasts.
Not good for me.
Okay. So Alexa, you take 10 radiant damage, and Kala actually failed that by 1. It's a DC 16. So you would take 15 radiant damage.
7.
7, because of dope rogue shit.
Yep.
Okay. Which brings it to Alexa's turn. Followed by Kala.
Man. Oh, but I do recall that these things don't have reactions to running past them because they don't have
melee
arms.
attacks.
So 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna go see if I can turn these fuckers off. 20, 25. Action haste or action dash. 5, 10.
You find that there's a stair that ascends 5 feet pretty steeply, and as you enter the room beyond, there is a curved end cap on the north wall to your right. And looking south, there's a 15-foot wide stair that goes up 5 feet to this massive construct of steel welded plates with like heavy riveted seams filled with odd structure. It almost looks like you're looking at a bank of safety deposit boxes at a bank. But right in the center, it's kind of it's like angled on each side and flat on the north face. But as you look at it, on that flat face kind of towards you is a large plate of what looks like tinted crystal. It's almost black. It is so darkly like smoky tinted, but there is a powerful pulsing green glow emanating from behind that crystal. And the sound gets louder and louder, this sort of droning, pulsing sound. You appear to be in the reactor room.
I would say, just for the sake of flavor, since I have my tides active, do I get any sort of resonance with it? Chaos magic to chaos magic?
I would say because of your natural affinity, you can feel the churning of raw chaos magic behind this structure.
I will resist the urge because obviously that's not the console to turn them off. And I will go back. I think I used 15 to get up there. So I'll go back 10.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
All right. At the top of round 10, Kala and Galatar's on deck.
I would like to grab the glyph key
Easily done.
and pick up this guy's wrist with the keypad thing on it and see if I can deactivate the golems from there.
Okay. Make an investigation check. I would say at disadvantage because you're not familiar with this kind of technology. 21.
Holy shit.
Oddly enough, the command is still fresh where
3.
he just put it in. So you are able to kind of quickly tap out a sequence that deactivates these sentries.
All right.
Well,
Their
fine.
shields dissipate, and their hair trigger lasers sort of shift upward and lock back into place, and they go inactive.
I'll take a couple steps this way and ask, should we go that way or follow everybody else?
Those two up there might need some looking after.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't actually take prisoners. Again. And I will start heading that way.
Okay. That brings
I
it to
have 3 feet
Galatar.
left.
Okay, when I was at the console last time, did I see any other subroutine commands or whatnot for doors aside from just those two?
I would say, if you'd like to look at that again, accomplishing a goal would be your action, but you don't need
Sure.
to roll for it because you know where those controls are. So
Okay.
what is it you would like to do?
I want to see if there is a command to open all doors. And if there is not, then a command to try and open the door where I think Brina is.
I would say, because you don't have the command code, like the manager's command passcode, the command to unlock all doors on this sector is not available to you. But a targeted command for those doors is absolutely doable without a roll.
Okay, I'll use my action to unlock those doors then. And I'm just gonna stay here because I'll just keep trying to use this to do things to help out.
Cool. Yeah, Brina, you suddenly find that your doors open and you are free to enter. You also hear now this louder, pulsing, droning sound, and you can see Alexa retreating down the stairs on the far side of the room.
I enter and just point at Alexa and say, "Hey, whoa, small world."
And then to your right, you see this enormous
Oh.
angled metal shield and all these like little weird safety deposit squares and this one glass crystalline plate thing. It's very darkly tinted, but there is a swirling, pulsing, brilliant green light emanating from it.
I don't want to touch that at all. Gross. So the doors I just went through are open. I'm gonna shout back that this is the reactor. And
Yeah, Kitri and Birdie, you guys hear this. I would say Galatar hears it too.
I'm gonna link back up with Alexa, I guess. Hey girl.
Okay.
You missed some of the party.
Yeah, where the fuck you guys been?
That brings it to Bertie.
Okay, so there. I'll take. Oh, okay. So where the fuck is the phlegm guy? Oh, those absolute rats. All right, I'm gonna go back out 5. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm gonna wait for Galatar to open these doors if he can, and I'm gonna try and head back out this way. Getting closer.
If you want, you can hold your action to dash.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do that. That's smart. Thanks.
I will say, okay, so for the sake of brevity, at this point we are technically out of initiative.
Okay.
So,
Did we kill Flem?
oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Colin
Oh.
stabbed
he's
him.
real dead.
Oh, that was the.
I didn't realize that was
Oh.
him.
I didn't catch that either.
I thought these were just more guys.
Yeah, the guy who came
Okay.
running out and had the
Oh,
command
God,
on
he
his
had the
wrists
glyph
to
key.
activate.
Gotcha.
Duh.
Oh, guys, well done. We did it. We did this
Did it.
little submarine puzzle.
Galantar, on your next turn, you're able to open those doors as well, leading into the
100%.
prior room.
Yeah, if we're out of initiative, can I just spend like the next 5 minutes on this console trying to undo all like doors on this level and any security measures or things that seem to be raised? As much as I
Yes.
guess I can do without a
you
passcode.
can't lower the level, and
Yeah.
the alarm is actually not on, oddly enough, but you're able to ensure that all the sentry droids, the golems are deactivated, all the doors are wide open, unsealed.
We're just whistling as we
Okay,
all
perfect.
become like lethally irradiated. We're like,
I like to think Birdie like is hurrying to the doors. He's like, gotta open them quick, or Carla's gonna tell us we did a bad job with the prisoners. Come on, open the doors.
Too
We gotta
late.
get to her before she gets there, or she's gonna say
pressing the
something.
button, it's so slow.
You get into the room, and Kala's just like standing in front of them.
See, they have fine.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be fine. They're supposed to be prisoners.
They're on their knees, like leaned against each other, just
Yeah.
muttering.
They're broken people, Carla. They have nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run. These are the kinds of people who don't need shackles because look at them.
Is this chair like a stationary object?
As you look at it, it's one of those like little half eggshell
Yeah.
type of chairs, and no, it is hovering about a foot off the ground.
Shit, it's hovering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit it when
I was
they're-
gonna chain them to it, like chaining someone to like a radiator or something.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does not have
Not gonna
a
work.
stand
Uh,
underneath.
So
All right.
I'll kind of crouch down in front of these two folks, and I'll say, listen, I've had this conversation 3 times today at least, and invariably there are 2 choices. You can do exactly what we ask, or you get to have a conversation with Carla. And we've seen both choices made today. And let me tell you, the people who talk with me are 100%, because I know I sort of like numbers, 100% happier than the people who have talked to Carla. So why don't you just start talking, every the reactor, any passcodes you have, we'll take any keys or items you have, valuable or not, doesn't really matter. I think if you comply, you can live to see another day, maybe.
They just
Pardon
like the whole time you're talking, they just kind of like look at each other every now and then and look back at you. And when you ask them to hand over objects or passcodes,
Rings, watches,
they
I'll
just start,
take
like,
those as well.
stuttering and stumbling, and the male Azora is just like,
Well, I'm just an analyst. My specialty is in arcanic, energy propagation. I just
Right.
read the meters.
Yeah.
Poor Flem.
Yeah.
He was the foreman. He had all the access.
He chose to talk to Carla, I believe.
Yep.
Are you telling me that you're making the same choice? Whatever your name is, doesn't matter.
I'm Nom.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
You're telling me
I'll
you're
tell you
making the
whatever you
same
wanna
choice.
know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you anything.
Well, let me ask this.
the girl's just
Exactly.
like,
Yeah, we read the meters. We make sure that the energy levels are within a proper tolerance. We check the valves
Yeah.
to make sure the pressure is within tolerable limits. And
Well, let me ask this. What valves and buttons would we have to press to make the meters go into the bad zone.
Both of their eyes kind of get real big, and they sort of like look at each other.
Now, remember, talking to me as soon
Nom
as
just
as
says,
soon as
like he just starts outpouring like, "Oh, I mean, you know, you don't want to do that. It would explode and kill us all. It's extremely dangerous."
No, look at my face. Look at
I
Carla's face.
see your face.
Look at
You're
Carla's
very
face. Look at
attractive
Carla's
Buka.
face. Thank you. I know. Look at
She's
Carla's
very
face.
intimidating Char, ma'am.
Who would you prefer to talk to? Because as soon as our conversation ends,
I don't know what you want from me.
as soon as our
you think the reactor go
conversation
critical,
ends,
it'll kill us all. I don't want to die.
No. As soon as our conversation ends, your conversation with Carla begins. Keep that in mind, okay?
He just nods.
Okay. Now I need you to tell me exactly which things would need to happen for the reactor to go into the red zone. Now you may not be here. We'll let you go first, and then we'll handle our deal.
This is gonna be weird. Okay. Well, let me roll for her too. Oh, okay, yeah. So, they both look at each other, and the girl looks terrified. And I believe you guys heard earlier her name is Mella, Mella, and she looks genuinely terrified. Like she doesn't know what to tell you because she does not have that knowledge. She's just sort of like shrugging and like gesturing to him like but it's just this incoherent stammer. But Nom rolled very high, and he sort of like looks over past Mella to the controls on the east wall and says, "Well, you know, you've got your emergency override controls there. If you mess with those the wrong way, it could make the reactor go critical.
Right.
If you do it too much, it'll blow up and kill us all immediately.
Right.
If you push the levers in certain ways, I imagine it would not do that. It may even cool the reactor down. Maybe just the right amount might send it critical. But then, I mean, you're talking about releasing really hazardous radiation that could kill us all very slowly. You know, very painfully. But I'm not an engineer. I'm just an intern.
Right.
Flim would have been the one to ask.
Yeah.
Well, like he gets a little emotional.
Right.
And Mella just quiet tears start rolling down her face, and she says, she kind of looks at him, sort of like down at him, like eyes averted, and she says,
I guess now we'll never know what happens at the end of the Ghosts of Firefly Swamp.
What? I'm sorry. Ghosts of Firefly Swamp? What it?
He like reaches a hand over and like starts kind of petting her back. Like,
It's okay. I'll try to find his notes. You know, at the very least, we'll have a good send-off for him.
And he sort of looks at you, and his bottom lip kind of quivers a little bit, and he says, where is that?
Dude was writing his own little like.
He says,
Flim was a really great manager. He was really close with Blap, who runs the data lab upstairs.
No.
Well, they're together again.
Nom, I'm gonna break it too quick. Blep is also dead. Yeah. So they're together, and honestly,
no. We play together on the weekends.
Every day of the weekend now.
Playing a Sura game called Ogres and Oubliettes. Blep was our game master.
Right.
We're playing a module called the Ghost of Firefly Swamp.
I hate that.
Ella just like bursts into tears.
It's got too
like,
meta.
I'm a level 15 paladin.
Well,
I'm so glad Brina is in
Oh,
Right out there.
The good news is that I believe, technically, chain of command wise, you are now the head of this department. And so, what I'm going to ask you is going to be very important. And really, your life might depend on it. So, I would answer very carefully. If we wanted to send the reactor just critical enough to maybe buy a little time, get everyone out of here safely, including yourselves, how might we do that?
What you get is a stream of babble and tears that is almost incoherent, and you come to understand that they don't know.
They don't know. Okay.
They are not.
I was just trying. I was
It is
trying to push
above
the
their
envelope.
pay grade.
Okay.
Yeah, they've never considered how to accidentally bring the reactor to the brink
Yeah.
of criticality.
This is unfortunate, and I have to say it will look unfavorably on my report to the others. But if we're lucky, I might be able to hold them off. Best of luck to you. And I just turn around and walk out of the room.
Just leaving.
Yeah. Which leaves Kala standing in front of them.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Short sword in hand, currently covered in the blood and gore of phlegm.
My intentional power walk out.
While this is all going on, what are the rest of you doing? I see Alexa is investigating the reactor.
I'm hanging
So I think I had 4 more rounds.
That sounds about right.
I had used
it was
6,
around
so I'd
13 or
have
14,
4
so-
more rounds of Aura of Vitality. I would have moved
expend those.
up to with Brina. I would like to expend them. And I guess I will. Where's Galatar? Is he around here?
He's still at
Currently
the
still in the
console.
console.
If we don't want to do a short rest, I could do a 10-minute prayer of healing.
Oh, you're at the other console in the other room. All right. I'm just gonna use 2. Come on. You can do it. Alexa, how are you looking? I'm trying to move so I can see your token, but
I'm alright-ish.
all right, I'm
Right,
gonna.
3/4.
Yeah, I'll use 2 on Brina and 2 on me then.
Thanks, Kitri.
So Brina is gonna get 1. You get 3. And you also get 9. So you get 12 total.
Thanks.
And then the last 2 are 6. And a 2. So I got 8. And then Aura of Vitality will drop. And that's really all I guess I would be doing. Just, is everyone okay? How did we all wind back up here together again? Hi, Alexa.
Did we say we were interested in a short rest, or what was the prayer of healing? 10-minute.
If we don't want to do a short rest, I can do a 10-minute prayer of healing.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to do a short rest unless people
Right.
need it.
Since we're both burning an hour spell.
10-minute prayer of
Like
healing.
rock and roll.
Yeah. Did Alexa bring the or has she done the data thing yet, Jimmy?
No,
Okay,
but I have got to fuck with the reactor first.
sure, no problem. Just wanted to make sure.
But no, I have not.
Brina has no concept of radiation, so she's going to help with Alexa if she needs anything.
Okay.
If,
So what is Alexa doing?
I'll first pop detect magic because I'm not concentrating on anything, and find out just anything that might be amiss.
Oh, yeah. So as you're kind of standing there in front of this, I would say that you get a strong sense of magic, both obviously from the reactor. It's almost blinding from the reactor, but the wall to the east, with your see invisibility up, I believe still.
Yes.
Where you're standing, you see that there is thin, glowing writing on this wall here.
Well, that's interesting and weird. I will go step over there, of course.
And as you look closely at it, it appears to be a riddle. It says, "What is more valuable than power? What more feared than your final hour? What do contented men desire? And what, pray tell, can turn my ire?"
I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand like 3 or 4 of those words at least.
But there's no like way to enter it or anything.
Is this like one of the like dirty jokes that the boys will tell?
Can you say it one more time, Alexa, for the class?
What is more valuable than power? What more feared than your final hour? What do contented men desire? And what, pray tell, can turn my ire?
Would you mind posting that in the chat? Sorry, thank you. I don't want to make you repeat it a third time.
Can I pull out my manacles and only have one set, so I'm just gonna put one on each of them and like tie them together.
Posted it in Zoom chat.
And I don't hear this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So you're putting those 2 in manacles?
Yeah, I only have one set, so I'm just gonna do one on each
Shackled
wrist.
together?
Oh.
Yeah, and then bring them with me, I guess,
Sure.
to wherever
you
everybody
just-
else is.
They come with you wherever you drag them.
I think everybody's this way.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you find yourself in the reactor room as well. And they are just like quivering a mess behind you, wherever you really want to be in this space.
As I see Kala bringing them in, just like as they pass by, like behind me, I think Birdie makes a point of saying just loud enough that they can hear to Brina. Anyways, I told them I'd do what I could, but I can't stop you from your judgment, Brina. So.
Galtor, was there something else you wanted to do at the console?
Well, I was waiting for Alexa to bring the cube because I assumed this was the command console that has the data.
Okay.
So I was just kind of hanging out, and while I'm there, if I could look to see if it has any information whatsoever on Kudu's like thing, or if it just gives me any useful information whatsoever about it or the Arcane Reactor.
I will say, without the passcode, you are able to find, given enough time, you're very intelligent, you're able to find out that the reactor powers the entire facility, and the facility itself is kind of designed in such a way that it amplifies the potency of this unbound chaotic magic and then funnels it not only to the individual labs for use in the various experiments, but also specifically to a central location that you assume is the Crucible. And yeah, without his passcode or any of the other admins here, I'd say that's about what you could find out.
Okay, thanks. That's good.
So what are we doing in here?
Well, we're trying to solve a riddle, Kala. What is more valuable than power? What more feared than your final hour? What do contented men desire?
Yeah.
And what, pray tell, can turn my ire?
Nothing.
And as Kala says the word, that section of stone wall snaps forward about 2 inches and starts to slide sideways.
Well,
to the
knowledge
right.
wasn't right.
I was thinking maybe time or something. I don't know.
You guys are thinking too hard. Carlos got this in the fucking
thought
bad.
maybe there were like 4 different answers, but
But anyways, I did cast a spell. I forgot. Still good to go.
Ah,
I'll act as fairy, and I'll say, Alexa, I think Galatar's waiting in the other room where the command center is. If we want to get the data before we continue, I can just run the cube to him.
Sure. I want to look at these canisters, and I'm gonna start pulling. We're just looking at the canisters full of crystals. and I'll
Oh
hand her
yeah,
the
I
cube.
got one of
that's
these.
in the adjacent room over here in the
Oh, I thought you said that was the crystal. What was in here?
no, the cylindrical tubes that Kitri took were from the crates in the next room.
I thought that was dust, like graphite dust.
Yeah, in a cylindrical tube.
And then I thought there were dark crystals in here.
That is that square right in the center is like a big window. It's like a clear rectangle of tinted glass, like a welder's visor. It's really darkly tinted so that looking into the reactor doesn't blind you.
Okay, I guess I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
it's just a single massive sheet, like a big rectangle opening in what is otherwise a safety deposit box wall.
So there's nothing to interact with on the wall or do anything with otherwise?
As you kind of look around, you go over and push on one of these safety deposit box squares, and when you do it, it's one of those things where you press it and it clicks and releases. And it's sort of like... and it pops out like a little drawer, and you can see a cylindrical indentation that is shaped and sized in a way that matches the cylinder that Kitri found in one of those crates.
But it's empty.
It is empty.
I'll ask these two guys. So, what does this thing do? These little drawers.
Nom says,
Oh, that those are chambers for the cooling rods. If the reactor goes crazy, we can grab some from the next room and use those to insert them into the reactor to kind of bring things back to a calmer state. You know, hopefully avoiding catastrophic disaster and imminent death.
I turn around and give him a dirty look.
I'll give Galatar obviously the cube, and he can start the download. I don't know how long that would take then.
takes about 10 minutes. And you guys
Do
all
we
know-
want to do a prayer of healing while that downloads?
I think it's
Yeah?
probably our best
Sure.
use of time.
All right,
Well,
we
we
all
should
gotta
leave.
go into the room with Galatar
We
then.
can just say you guys get into the same
Okay.
space and spend 10 minutes together.
Then what I will do is I will. How's everybody looking? I need to see everybody's thing to see how big of a heal we want to do here. Ooh.
So greater and a regular potion of healing that I can use.
This should take care of it. So what I will do is
Once we finish with this floor, we will cut for the night.
okay.
This fucking riddle.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, we
feel
didn't
like-
go in the room.
Who am I missing
no,
here? I'm not
I'll
seeing
reveal
everybody.
that.
Alexa,
Okay.
where's Alexa? Oh, Brina,
Oh.
there's you. Okay.
She's still with you. Like we're saying you're all together.
Right, I'm trying to get a look at everybody's health bar,
Ah,
and like the bars in this room are making
I'm
that.
3/4.
grab you
It's
here.
like I'm missing 20
There you go.
hit points.
There we go. 20 hit points. Okay, I'll just burn a 4th level. What the hell? We'll do a 5th level. 5th level prayer of healing. Everybody gets 29 healing.
Wow.
Thanks, man.
man.
Alexa, is your total health your max 78?
Yeah.
Wow, that's like 15 or so lower than everybody else's.
Oh,
That brought
Three
me all
of
the way
you have
back up.
94. That's crazy.
I rolled.
Yeah, I've got
Fine.
94. I'm human. But I got +2 to Constitution.
I mean, I'm above
I think all
average.
of you do, except
Yeah.
I think Alatar's original was a +1. But
Mine's original is a +2 with the belt. It's currently 18 without the belt. It's currently +3.
somebody originally had a +1. But yeah.
Everybody looks pretty good after that.
No, that brought me back all the way up.
Good.
Okay. So yeah, 10 minutes go by. You take a moment, breathe, heal your wounds. The two little Zura are just kind of like despondent and quiet. Eventually, if you want to, you can see that behind that concealed door there was a long, narrow hallway that bends sharply to the right, and it dead ends in a 15-foot wide circular chamber with an inactive teleportation sigil.
Mm.
We think that's the way to what's his name? Is Kudu?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm. Should we do our friends now? The little guys?
Oh yeah, we can ask them. Is this how you get to Kudu, Nam, and Mila?
You guys take them into this reactor room as that door is opened, and they're
Yeah.
just like,
Oh, I've never seen that before in my life. I didn't even know it was here.
You're lying. Prove it.
totally not. He's
Yeah.
terrified.
Like, I mean, I've seen the director come through here sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
I just assumed when he left through the main entry. But
Right.
you know, I don't follow him because it's not my business.
Man, you guys are terrified. This feels like a hostile work environment.
Yeah.
It can be. I
Oh,
mean, that's why we play on the weekends. You know, it kind of
Yeah.
cut the stress.
Got this
that
strap.
makes sense.
Why did you guys join the Inquest?
Yeah.
Oh, cutting edge research. You know, it's a lot easier to do some groundbreaking work out here when you're not bound by ethical codes of conduct and all the red tape.
Yeah,
That's
He's
funny.
like cool with like torturing people and making them dragon minions and
Yeah.
Well,
Was
all
that
that.
cool?
know,
Subjecting other
people is,
races to
People is a relative term, I guess.
Oh, okay.
A buka's a buka after all. No offense.
Well, I was gonna do
offense
that for you. But
taken.
you guys are like super rude, so okay.
Mel is just like, knock it off.
I'd be careful because Brina and Kala actually do a lot of research on the cutting edge.
Yeah, and my little baby Buka brain doesn't know when to stop, so Brina kind of gives him one of the
They just get real quiet. Yeah. They know they're gonna die.
Can we share the attunements between the glyph keys we
yeah,
have
that's a good
to
call.
get them
As part of that
all on all of
10-minute
them?
rest if you
Yeah.
want it. Yeah, you can
Okay.
just share them between. For
Good.
sure.
3 now.
Okay.
So are we taking them out or
No, I
we're
mean,
leaving them here?
if
I
we
think they're pretty broken.
bad that I don't care.
and honestly, they're not as important to take out. I mean, I didn't promise them safety,
can
so
send
I
them
feel a
up.
little.
I told them I'd do my best. I didn't make any promises.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt them, but I mean, I don't feel obligated
just
to get
send
them
them.
to safety.
Just tell them to
But then
go
we
up
have
and
to
out the
give them
doors.
we have to give them a glyph key to get back up, don't we?
No,
No,
you
they're-
can just leave
I-
them
Have
trapped
to
here.
turn this one back on in the main entry.
Yeah, just turn this teleport thing back on, and they
Because
can teleport
go
up.
through them.
Yeah,
They're valid.
they're
They have, like-
authorized personnel. Yeah, and then just tell them to go up and out. And like, frankly, if they don't, we'll just murder them then.
I mean, it's just
Alright.
leave. You know we're gonna
You
nuke
guys
the
will
place.
run just out the front door and into the jungle.
Just leave the manacle on them, and then
They look at each other with like wild-eyed hope, and then the woman Mela is just like, "Yeah, I can run. That's fine. Yeah, no problem at all."
If you
Let's be
stay in the
very clear,
building,
though.
we'll murder you.
If you ever
I mean, we're gonna
experiment
blow
on
the
Bukas
building up,
again,
We're
we'll
gonna blow
also
it up.
murder
So
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just leave.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Before you go, if we wanted, which we wouldn't because it is a terrible idea, but if we wanted to blow up the reactor,
No, we
Would we
already
just-
talked
We
about
played this
that.
game.
Yeah,
They
we
don't
missed it,
know.
Galatar. They're idiots. They have no fucking clue.
oh, so we can't just like turn the knobs or something? I thought maybe they just know which knobs.
They said there's the emergency override with it. If we mess with it too much, it might send it critical. But in terms of sending it just the right amount of critical to where we can get out alive and it still blows up, they have no clue.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to
Oh.
figure out where in the room on this.
Oh,
floor
I
we
think
need
they
to be.
said
It
this
was,
control
the
panel
fuel
on
pod.
the.
Yeah,
yeah.
the fuel pod chamber.
Okay, so it's just these. Cool.
Yeah.
If this did blow up, though, would it be like the Dominova place?
At that, Nom speaks up and just says,
Oh, well, I can actually tell you a little bit about this. We have instituted much better safety protocols here. Each level of this facility is protected by an interdimensional barrier, so no, it's no problem at all. Actually, if you'd like to see an example,
and he goes over, and like goes back to the console, and starts working the buttons a little bit. With assuming you guys go with him and give him permission.
Yeah,
looking
I'll
over his
follow him
shoulder.
in there.
As he's tapping away, those of you in the reactor room, the north wall, the little curved alcove on the north side, you hear another as sections of the stone wall kind of protrude 3 or 4 inches and then sink down into the floor with a hum. And behind it is a curved wall of force, again looking out onto that infinite starry void, in the midst of which floats the stone glyph-covered pyramid shape. And once he rejoins you, he's just, see here, this is it's a interdimensional barrier. Now we've got this nice wall here up to prevent anything from coming in or out, but if something should happen, if the worst should happen, this sector and all connected sectors would probably be destroyed. But as far as the stranger effects, like what happened at the Dominova facility, which was very unfortunate, that would be contained.
So there's really no reason not to blow it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
well, only that if you're in it when it blows, you'll die a horrible.
Then you
Maybe
guys
that
should
goes on
probably
that
start
count.
running.
Yeah,
We can,
I'd get
we can
on it.
teleport.
Can do. And he just
We'll be
starts like
fine.
dragging Mello with him.
Weirdos.
Okay.
We'll
So, yeah.
activate the thing and send him through.
They eagerly vanish. You guys are left with the calm, steady pulsing
Before
of
the
the arcane
storm.
reactor. Are you going to try to do things on this floor, or are you trying to proceed to the Crucible?
If we have the data, is there anything else we really need? I found this canister in those drawers over there, and I'll pull out the thing. I don't really know what it does.
But could we have asked I gotta stop calling them gremlins, but could we have asked the little Azuran stinky boys what the graphite canisters were?
They said they're cooling rods for the reactor.
Yeah, this really is Chernobyl.
Well, I guess we don't really need this then, and I'll just like put it on the floor.
I'll put it over your floor.
Yeah,
I
Are
mean,
the
got nothing to
canisters
get by.
dangerous? Just like to have the
Guys are
canister?
gone now.
honestly, take one back for the tavern.
Yeah.
Are they magical?
They are not. There's like a faint magical aura around them, but
Radioactive,
It's not like a spell or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, take one back for the
I will
tavern,
take
Brina.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, I want one too.
yeah.
Okay, add that to the inventory.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else that we need to do before we head up?
I think we should fill the reactor with these canisters so it's at its lowest power state before we go down. That'll reduce Kudu's power.
Oh, that's a good idea. And then we could just raise them to blow it up when we come back.
Yeah, we just pull them all out and
Smart.
then fill it full of the fuel rods.
Yeah, let's do that.
If we
just
blow
use
the
the
place
console?
up, we're not going to be able to get that sign.
What sign?
The one with the
What?
little Azura dangling over the lava.
I like that one.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have access. You
Well-
could go back down to the first floor and grab it,
Yeah, we'll
and then just
figure
come
it
back up
out.
and we'll blow it up.
Oh, we should have sent it out with those prisoners.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we've
don't know if
killed
they could carry it.
or rescued everybody
Fairly
but
heavy.
Kudu, so.
Very.
Should have sent it with Petra.
It's okay.
It's not really okay.
Get the
Do
sign.
you want a picture of Basura dying?
Well, I mean, it's a
Well, he wasn't
motivational.
dying. Just-
I think you guys want this item for very different reasons, but
I mean, I want a memento.
Well, we have some cooling rods. That's fun.
and
Yeah.
you don't have the memories to scar you for a lifetime?
Yeah,
Memories fade with Birdie's help.
that's true.
Take another healing potion, Galthar.
Yeah, I just wanted to get as close to max.
Do you guys take a couple of minutes to transport these cooling rods in here?
Yeah,
Plug
I
it in?
think we should.
Yeah, I help out.
Yeah.
Are we trying? We're trying
I
to
don't know
cool
how-
down the
If
reactor.
Alexa says it's what we should do, that's
So
Yeah.
I will
wait,
start
if we
doing
go
that.
down, if we go down to the floor that had the specimen, that we can lower the energy from that, and she said it would lower the energy.
I lowered
for the
it
whole
there, but it
facility.
didn't seem like it reflected on the monitoring. So I think it needs to
They-
be like a multi-stage.
They said putting the cooling rods in would bring the reactor back down to a stable state if it was going critical.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna lower it. Just, or I don't know
We
what.
don't know.
We don't know.
Should we run after
mean,
them? Pretty sure we
I
can catch
do
up.
worry that if we lower it too much, it'll be harder to explode when we're trying to leave.
Later, we should be able to re-up the levels. If
We can just
because she said that
manually
they can
destroy the
fluctuate
place
them and
too.
control them at will. So
I don't know if manual seems like it's gonna be like an instant explosion, which I don't know if we can.
Well, I meant more about just going around blowing it up with a hand.
Rita's
Huh.
just holding a box of the cooling rods like in the doorway. Like, do you want in here? Or
I feel like we could just go down to Kudu and.
I think we could figure this out later.
Yeah.
well, we were just trying to decide about depowering because Alexa pointed out that might weaken Kudu's abilities if there's less energy on the reactor.
I don't
I
know.
didn't say directly.
Just give me
Yeah.
one, Brina, and I'm gonna see what happens.
No, the
Okay.
reactor directly powers Kudu's thing.
Hey,
Does
man,
it?
when I give
She
him
said that
enough
it siphons
damage-
to all the things, or they said it siphons to all the things, and then it goes also to Kudu's thing.
Is that correct, Ryan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reactor itself pushes energy to all the different labs, and the majority of it is funneled to the Crucible.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if we want to lower the cool the reactor before we go down there.
Yeah, I put the first canister in and just see what happens.
And while Alexa's doing the
Nothing
canisters, I'll try to go
noticeable.
back down to the other floor.
Nothing noticeable. All right.
Down to the other floor.
To the specimen floor, since we have all the glyph keys.
Okay.
And
what are you doing
then
there?
use the console from there to lower the power levels that are being drained from
I
the
already
crystal.
have.
We already did.
Oh,
that.
they're already fully lowered? I thought you hadn't fully loaded them. Okay.
No, I already did that before we came. Yeah.
So then we're as low as we're gonna
So-
get it.
When you get back up there and look at that, because we'll say you go ahead and do that. Easy enough to get there. You've got your keys. The power siphoning was like a dial with a couple of different settings. You
Mhm.
guys had lowered it a notch. It did have another notch you could lower it. So we'll say you did that.
Yeah.
Lowered it all the way.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hopefully that does
I was
something.
I was unaware there were notches. I just
Yeah.
thought I thought I had lowered it to the maximum lowering. That was my intention, at least. I don't know if I stated it as such.
My bad. I knew you said you wanted to lower it.
Right? No, I don't
No,
know if
I-
what I specifically had said.
Yeah, that's my bad. I probably just didn't explain it. But yeah, you lowered it one level. I think there were two notches on either side. It was kind of at 3 out of 5.
Gotcha.
I mean, it
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
so you guys take some time, and it's easy enough. There are more
Yes, with it.
cooling cylinders than there are spaces.
Perfect.
But you are able to kind of fill the little safety deposit boxes with these cooling rods, and you get about halfway done, and you notice that the hum of the engine slows and becomes a little quieter. Like, it is noticeable.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That
eventually
seems
you are
like
done.
about all we can do. Any other ideas, Alexa?
No, not for the phase one. I mean, phase two of getting out. Is a
So
little
are
different.
we gonna murder Kudu? Are we gonna capture Kudu? Do we care?
Capture.
Let's try to
like-
capture.
Yeah,
guess.
I think try to capture him.
Try to capture.
But if we can't capture him and we just have to kill him,
Yeah, like if
Maybe
he
we
has
bring
to
back
be
his head.
dead.
yeah, don't risk your life to capture him if you need to kill him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can try to get in his head, but I feel like it's just gonna get blocked or something.
Considering the following he's amassed, I have a feeling he's kind of charismatic.
Oh, he doesn't need to be charismatic. Charisma's not gonna help him. Yeah, I think he needs to be wise. Yeah.
Besides, if we killed Kudu and we need a password or something, we could always wait a day and try and talk to his corpse the following day. So
Let's forget that's an option. Fuck
Sure.
that.
All right, cool stuff.
What
Did
the
that
fuck
run?
is actually down this hallway?
That's the
Go walk
teleportation.
yourself. Yeah,
I didn't
find
actually
a little
walk-
room. Yeah,
There she be. Is it active? Did you say? I think you
it
said
is
that.
inactive when you
If-
arrive.
And all the other teleportation circles are active now.
Yes.
Okay, just in case we have to run out quickly.
True.
oh, real quick, because Zoja gave us that teleport thing, so she indicated that teleportation would work in this space to the best of her knowledge and what Quippa had said. Or was that like a once you all leave this space? Did she give us any clarification on that when she was explaining things?
Not so much. Just that should you need to leave the facility and get here quickly, this is what you would need to use. Her own knowledge of the facility, like Quippa's knowledge was limited. She was not allowed access all the way down to the reactor.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do before proceeding to the Crucible?
Good. Let's do it.
Okay. We
Oh, I
will
mean, we're-
break momentarily. Yeah.
I was gonna say we're proceeding, so we do know how to turn it on.
Turn what
Yes.
on?
So as you stand around this
Oh.
teleportation circle, it is inactive.
Right.
But you now hold a glyph key that is attuned to all the different sectors. You have all the different levels of clearance for this facility. And with that in hand, you are able to activate this circle.
Hell
It
yeah.
hums to life.
No.
You are able to pass through it if you are ready.
I will say I'm gonna go ahead and cast on myself as we step through here with my loot. Protection from energy. I believe I can cast that on me. Yeah, protection from energy, and I'll choose fire because we've been hit quite a bit with fire.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be concentrating on that for an hour or up to an hour.
Time-wise, I know we just took some time to do some different things, but it hasn't been an hour from when Alexa and I last cast the invisibility, right? Like 35, 40 minutes, but
I'll say I
not
thought
an
it's
hour.
been 15.
It's probably
Oh,
been
okay,
like
it's
30 minutes.
Good.
With the
Okay.
10-minute rest and exploring and talking
That's
and
yeah.
filling
Okay.
the coolant tubes and stuff like that.
That's right. We did. I forgot about the.
Yeah, I
film.
just didn't want to make sure I didn't need to recast that.
You should be good.
No, I think I'm gonna drop my crown though. Do my crown of stars.
You cast Crown of Stars?
Yeah, I'll have
I'm
that
just
up.
making notes as people cast long stuff.
Yeah. Since this seems like this could be the long haul, well, activate my headband and my little floating orange band of eyes is above my head.
You all step through teleportation circle.
Sorry, just last before we step through, can I concentrate on Shield of Faith? Can I cast
Yeah.
Shield of Faith as we step through? Okay.
How long does that last? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
So you step through the teleportation circle, and you emerge around a similar circle etched on what looks like the flat floor on the interior of a tetrahedron. To your north are 2 obelisks 10 feet high, surrounded to about a radius of 5 feet by pools of black viscous liquid. The floor all around you is flat, pristine white stone, and the sides of this pyramid-like shape arc overhead, and you can see similar pillars sticking out from the sides there with control consoles on those vertical sides above your heads. To your south are 2 square-shaped pillars about 10 feet high and about 10 feet apart, with a swirling disk of purplish energy with silver veins that just kind of roils and bubbles like a storm cloud in between these pillars. Think like the Eye of Sauron suspended between the pillars on top of the tower. Activate this so you guys can see this map.
Oh shit.
At the edges
Oh,
of these
fuck,
vertical
man.
pyramid faces are what look like thick metal pipes 5 feet thick that connect from one side to another in a sort of half circle. And the edges themselves are cluttered with about 3 foot high piles of rubble that extend from a corner all the way up to the apex directly above your heads. So for the sake of showing you all this, because this is how the mechanics here work, the central triangle here on this map is the floor.
And then you got walls.
And
Paige
the
Looney's
walls-
mind just blew up because
The walls over top
Right?
of your head have matching pillars and control consoles on them. And so you can see that the pillars, the obelisks that are on these vertical surfaces overhead also have pools of dark black water around them that are not dripping. Each of the faces overhead seems to have its own gravity, holding that water in place. And as you kind of get your bearings in this utterly silent space, there is just the faintest arcing of electric energy from each of these obelisks as different colors of riots of rainbow lightning kind of arc up and crawl up
of course
and down
it's
the
not
sides.
fire, Ryan.
Well, it's not lightning either. It's all sorts of scintillating colors.
Yeah.
It's this iridescent,
Thunder
raw,
damage.
magical energy.
Uh-huh.
And as you're sort of taking in the space, the swirling vortex between the 2 square pillars to your south, there's a crack that forms, almost like the slitted eye of a reptile, and as it widens, it continues like a dilating pupil, and emerging slowly from this field, you can see the form of a male Asura sitting regally on a large 8 foot tall, 8 foot wide, steel framed throne, its wide console arms out as he splays his arms commandingly. The headrest, the back of it, arches over top of him like a wicked scorpion tail. And all in the hollow space inside, surrounding him, is a shimmering field of magical energy.
Fuckers.
As Director Kudu makes his appearance.
Shit. Damn.
And that is where we will pick up next time.
Stupid idiot chair.
He's in his little
Yeah.
power chair.
Stupid idiot chair. Idiot kudu. Anyways,
Guys.
I visually cannot comprehend this.
So it's literally like a
Inside?
D4. Yeah.
Well, hang
Side
on.
of a D4.
Like if you held up a D4 to the screen and like
Yeah.
set it
So
on
so-
top. Yeah.
I mean,
you're inside a D4.
Right.
Yeah, one less side.
So check this out. Like I'm gonna grab Paige
We're in a
Linney's
hollow
character.
pyramid.
Oh
I'm gonna drag you over
god.
here. So like if you go over to this wall, if you walk off to the right, you end up up top here,
Oh,
because that's where the two faces connect.
and I can walk onto the walls? No.
Each face has its own gravity.
Oh
certainly
no.
I just walked off something. I don't know where I went. Oh, I'm all the way up there. Fuck me.
Oh
Yeah.
no, girl, man.
Oh shit, guys.
God,
So you can see on the floor of the outer edges, it kind of darkens towards the
Yeah.
tip. Those tips are what connects overhead. Imagine
That's
the sides of this map fold up over top of you.
Yeah.
crazy.
This is a brain
In the
bender.
D4, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
I can't
if
put
you
an
walk
apple in my
if
head.
you walk to like any of these corners, you're walking to the same point.
Yes.
And it's
You're
the
effectively
top of
walking
the
to the
D4.
top of the pyramid.
Like look at the D4. You don't even have to think of it, Paige.
Fuck you,
Just
Paige.
look at
I can
it.
conceptualize what a pyramid is.
Right. And so if you walk up any side of the pyramid, you go to the same tip top point. There you go.
I can't visualize an apple in my head.
I know.
Fucking
you can.
three-dimensional space. Fuck
You need
that.
to when we do this, you actually need to like set a D4 in front of you. So like
No, I will.
yeah.
So when do we want to play again?
Yes. When are we
Have our
ready?
MC Escher battle.
Yeah, this is gonna be weird.
It's gonna be great. It's cool as hell.
This is a non-Euclidean space.
Yeah. Okay, so we had gone through.
We can't do this coming
I
weekend.
think we're up to the 20.
I might be able to do Sunday, the 17th, in the evening.
Anybody else do something?
What? How late in the evening?
So I'll have to leave in the morning-ish. I could probably do like 5-ish.
5 o'clock Sunday?
5 o'clock Sunday, I think.
You can do that.
Even if we played like just 5 to 8.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a weekday.
Me and Kudu will be killed round ones.
Yeah.
Right. Or we'll be killed round on.
Kudu's chair.
Yeah, we got to get through that first.
That is the sickest game chair I've ever seen.
I'm just waiting for him to be like,
I'm gonna freaking prismatic spray him to another dimension and then do that.
And then we're done.
Yeah. How's his which one is that? I think it's Constitution. How's his Constitution, Ryan?
Oh, that might not work on
Find
him
out.
though, because he can do demi planes.
Or he's,
So I guess he would be
chair.
gone temporarily. Yeah.
Well, I can turn him to stone.
No,
what?
if he has legendary resistances.
Oh shit! You know he's got legend. Oh my gosh!
Then he's gonna counterspell your counterspell.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we're gonna
he
burn
uses
through some of
treasure
these. I'm not too worried about it.
yeah, no, this is gonna be fun.
Just wait.
Jeez.
It's so much worse than you think.
So
Oh,
5
great.
o'clock on the 17th.
Yeah.
5 o'clock
Question.
on the 17th.
Kudu harder or less hard than robot with 6 arms?
Honestly, I don't know. Probably about the
Scary.
same, all told.
Hmm.
I don't know. A robot with 6 arms was scary.
Yeah, the way you described that was like 1 turn kill.
Depending on the situation, could be. That's
But
a
also
really
this is a
slanted
bigger
action economy.
This is a bigger space.
True.
It
True.
is. This is a bit more of a playground.
Yeah.
But he
Well-
also probably has control over all
So
of
these
the...
are like pools of water, black liquid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have a better description of that.
No, I just wanted to make sure that was correct.
And
Yeah,
those
hop
control
off, you guys.
panels are on.
I have to read an article
Yeah, I gotta hop
before.
off.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're about 10
guys
feet
could
above the
keep talking.
ground.
Love you, Mary.
Bye.
See
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Yeah,
So-
the control consoles are about 10 feet off the ground at a slight backwards angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to conceptualize that until I do some actual brain digging. So
We'll have to.
It helps me to cut out a piece of paper and to just
Yeah.
fold and then just leave one of the faces down
Yeah.
and then be like,
Would
oh,
make
okay,
you-
yeah.
Yeah.
geometry. Okay. I can't have three-dimensional thinking. All right, 17th, 5 p.m.
Yeah. It's Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll,
Oh,
we'll,
God,
Oh, so it is.
he is.
Yeah.
with- Anyways,
Cool.
He is risen.
I love to
And he
play the
shall
devil's game.
fall.
He was
All
dead.
right. I'll see you guys.
Later.
Yeah.